absolutely, Bill. Yeah, I'm with you. I think that going defense would be the best thing that the Bills could do to help out Josh Allen, who I know they talk a lot about. He needs pass catchers, he needs this, he needs that, he needs a running back. Not that, but he needs offensive line. There's a lot of things that they think he needs offensively, but I think the best thing that can help the Bills is just purely just being good at defense.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was school today, dude?
Good.
Yeah. What are you studying right now? And are you still doing wait, let me remember. Are you still in the Cold War for history?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Is the Cold War heating up?
Yeah.
Yeah. What science are you in, Billy?
AP chemistry.
AP Chem? Are you for real? You're smart like that?
Yeah.
You're rocking covalent bonds and electrons and all that?
Yep.
Dude, that's awesome. Do you have a favorite like fun fact, like a chemistry fun fact for us right now?
Not really.
All right.
After I get home, my brain just is off school mode. I really can't remember anything.
Dog, you and me both, brother. You and me both. You and I are cut from the same cloth. For real, for real. Do you have anything you want to say on your way out? Because I got a bunch of people on TikTok right now giving me crap about my list.
Oh God. I do. I remember you a couple months ago asking me if you wanted to do a Madden League next year. Do you have Madden 26?
I do have Madden 26. I do.
I was thinking we run a game really quickly.
Dude, I'm super down. I'm going to keep rolling with the show. I don't have my Xbox set up, but Fridays when I usually play Madden later in the show, like in the fourth or fifth, in the, like the third or fourth hour of the show. Would you be down for Friday?
Bet.
Bro, bet. Let's play. You could add me on hit me up on the Discord and I'll send you my Xbox gamer tag.
Yep. Well, I play on PlayStation. All you have to do is send me your EA tag.
All right, I'll figure that out, dude. I'll try to get it done Friday.
Okay.
But if not, I promise you we will play at some point.
Okay. I want you to broadcast it too, just because it's gonna be intense.
Oh, we're gonna broadcast live 100%, dude. There's absolutely no shot we don't.
Yeah.
Yes, bro. All right, we'll talk to you soon, okay, Bill?
Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye. My guy, Billy. Kate, SGA at 1 this year? Nah. SGA's hurt, dude. SGA's hurt. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is hurt, dog. We're getting a call right now. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm from Mass, and my name is Ben.
Mass from, or your name is Ben, or your name is Mass?
My name is Ben, and I'm from Mass.
Ben, my friend Ben from Mass. How are you doing today, brother?
I'm doing good.
Nice, dog. What did you want to talk about today on the show? Welcome to the show, first of all.
You said the top 10 players only this season.
This season only. Who do I love this season? I got Jaylen Brown number 1, Maxey number 2 right now.
Just off this season, I feel like Cade could be higher.
You said Cade?
Yeah, I feel like Cade could be higher.
Yeah, Cade could definitely be higher. You know, he's only missed 6 games. He's pretty much the only offensive weapon on that team. He's averaging 25, 6, and 10. I really like Cade. I like him a lot. I like his defense. I think the other guys, for me, are just a little bit better offensively than Cade is currently. But yeah, Cade is pretty much carrying that Detroit team, which is a very, very, very good team.
I don't feel like carrying because you also like Jalen Duren is really good.
Totally. Well, I'm saying offensively, like when it comes down to it and they need a shot, they need someone to put up a bucket in the third or fourth quarter. You know, they're not going to Tobias Harris. They're not going to Ron Holland. They're going to Cade, you know? And the reason I think Jalen Duren's as good as he is because Cade is as good as he is.
Yeah, Cade makes everybody on that team really good.
Yeah, he builds up everybody around him. What you're from Massachusetts. What team are you a fan of?
Golden State and Boston Celtics.
Whoa, dude, that's a crazy combo. Who were you rooting for then, like 3 years ago in 2022?
And so
in the finals.
I had to root for the Celtics because I'm from, Mass.
Yeah, you got to support the squad. I went to school in Boston. Where in Mass do you live?
I live in the north side.
North side, up in Worcester, up in Gloucester.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the area well, brother. Ben, what are you in school or are you or do you work?
I'm in school.
Nice. What grade are you in, dog?
I'm in 10th.
10th grade? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that's awesome, bro. Ben, anything you want to say to the people on their way out?
Watch the Golden State Warriors. They're gonna come back this season.
This season? Not you're not going for next year already?
Next year they're gonna be even better, but comeback season starts today.
Comeback season starts today. Ben, I love it. I love your confidence. You are the man. We'll talk to you again soon, okay, bro?
Hey, bye. All
right, peace. My guy Ben calling in. What up, everybody? How we doing? Welcome to TBWZ. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Let me close my door. Let me close my door. I'm getting a call right now, but listen, brother, we're going to wait a little bit on that call because I started the show too early. It says there's 7 people on Twitch right now. We are live on the Purple app at Take Back with Zach. If you are here, pop off in the chat so I can see that you're here. We're going to be taking phone calls, everybody over there, in about 10-ish minutes. I usually get the show set up in a certain way, and I would like to continue that tradition, although things have been a little bit different today. I'm talking like an absolute goober loser right now. My guy. Maybe. Buffalo Bill. Big fat maybe. I'm not going to give you a no. I'm not going to give you a yes, dog. I'm going to give you a fat maybe. There also might be a situation where we do like a little Saturday something. Ooh, I put them boys on rock. But if we get all the players together, Billy, and like start the league, if you will, I know. XD, I know. It's very, very weird. He just made that name too. And instead of going BB, Buffalo Billy, he went Parker. So it changes everything. Why Brown at 10? JuanCan'tRead.com. This show, what up, everybody? It is Friday. It is Wednesday, February 25th. It is 2:47 p.m. You are listening to Take Back with Zach, widescreen radio. Today and all days start the same. The show starts today with the verse of the day. Today's verse comes to you from Matthew 22:37 through 39. This is in response from the Pharisees asking Jesus about the laws of the Bible, asking him about what we should obey, who should we follow. Jesus replied, "You must love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. When you are directionless, when you do not know what to do or you do not know where to turn, right here, right now. This is the first and greatest commandment. Love the Lord your God. The second one, and equally important, love your neighbor as yourself." Brother, how often do we find ourselves fighting with one another purely because of mental or physical or emotional or religious or political differences? Let's put a pause to that. Let's chill on all that fighting and understand that the second greatest commandment of all time from Jesus himself, love the neighbor as yourself. That is the most important thing, I think, for us to heal as a people. When it comes to sports, though, we don't do any of that. We fight and we hate and we get very mad. Adrian, thank you for the follow, bro. How do I call in the show? I'm going to open up the phone calls in just a moment, brother, but when we do, you will be number one. Plot twist. I know. Parker works for the government. Buffalo Bill, though, works at Arby's. Shout out to you, dog. Also, we discovered, I didn't know if you guys heard that phone call, but Buffalo Bill is in AP Chemistry. This show, I know we do the verse of the day, but we also do the movie of the day. Today's movie of the day, there it is. Today's movie of the day is, oh shoot, Cars! We are watching Cars today live on the Purple app. This is a doozy. This is a long one. Lock in, fellas. From the acclaimed creators of Toy Story, The Incredibles, and Finding Nemo, comes a high-octane adventure comedy that shows life is about the journey, not the finish line. Hot shot rookie race car Lightning McQueen is living life in the fast lane until he hits a detour on his way to the most important race of his life. Stranded in Radiator Springs, a forgotten town on the old Route 66, he meets Sally, Mater, Doc Hudson, and a variety of quirky characters who help him discover that there's more to life than trophies and fame. Revved up with a sensational soundtrack, plus exciting bonus features, including the exclusive short movie Mater and the Ghostlight Cars is full of freewheeling fun for everyone. Cars. Shout out to us. Shout out to Pixar. Thank you, Pixar. We're watching Cars. Those of you who are on the TikTok, welcome to the show. We are also on the Purple app. We were also on YouTube. We are also all over the place. Buffalo Bill says the reason why I can't do Friday because I'm in Boy Scouts and I have to do a lacking thing where I sleep over and I get to bring my gaming stuff. Whoa! That's so sick, dude. Shout out to the Boy Scouts. Shout out to Parker. Shout out to Buffalo Bill. You're all the same. You're all the same. Jen, I love that. You love that part. Jen, you can just like clock in for that part, do your thing, and then bounce out. You're like, all right, I got my fill today. But yeah, that'd be fun. I want to put together a best of reading. Well, here's the thing, Jen. What I'm going to do eventually is I'm going to do a best of X of the show. So every single show is going to have its own like hour-long YouTube video, like 45 minutes of just the good parts, like 30 to 45 minutes of just the good parts. I think every one of those videos is going to start with the verse of the day and then do the movie of the day. So every single one of those will have it in there. Yes, sir. Today's a little bit different because I usually start the show with my stuff and then jump into the TikTok world. But since TikTok's already up, we're just going to roll with it. So here we go. Games played matters. Wemby at 4. Jokic is at 3. He's missed a ton of games too, dog. User 100. Jalen Johnson is not top 10. Jalen Johnson is having a very good season. I really like where Jalen Johnson is at the moment. SGA way better, whatever. Said Potato. We got a guy named Potato. Let's go, dude. If games mattered, Cade should be second or third. I think the guys above Cade are just better offensively. They're just better weapons, in my opinion. Cade is on an awesome team. Jaylen Brown is not top 10. Brother, well, let me get this out for you guys. I'm going to go through my list, and then I'll open up the calls. At number 10, Kevin Durant. Boom. Shout out to KD, dog. The reason I have KD at 10, he's played in, he's only missed 3 games this season. He's shooting 26, 5, and 5. He's got a steal and a block per game. He can take over any game. The Rockets are a good squad, but they would not be a good squad without KD. I have KD at 10 on my list. At number 9, whoa. Oops. At number 9, we got Ant. This is crazy low for Ant. Crazy low for Ant, but realistically, Ant's missed 10 games on the season. The Minnesota Timberwolves are a good team. They're not a great team this year. He needs to elevate them to greatness. Yes, he's averaging 30, 5 boards, and 4 assists. I'd love to see that assist number get up. I'd love to see his passing improve, but I got Ant at 9 on this list right now. Bro, Kevin Durant literally just got exposed for freaking saying horrible things about his teammates. I thought it was hilarious, Bill. It was very, very funny. One day, a bunch of... I don't know. Oh my gosh, it's clicking on the wrong thing. I'm going to shoot up a hospital. All right, I'm going to get in trouble on TikTok now, before it even starts. Hey, New York Knicks fly high. Thank you for liking the live. At number 8, I have Luka Doncic. Luka has missed 12 games. I know he's missed 12 games, but he's averaging 33, 8, and 9. He's got the best points per game in the league and still isn't even shooting well from 3. I think there is more room for Luka to improve. The reason I have, thank you for the follow, New York. Tim, thank you for the follow. How's Ant so low, bro? Well, Ant's missed 10 games this year. He's got a solid point per game, but he's not rebounding. He doesn't have assists. He's averaging 5 boards and 4 assists a game. His game this season has been very, very, how do I put this? It's not a well-rounded game this year. Ant usually has such a cerebral game. He's the focal point of the offense, but he's also able to dish and to board and to do a lot offensively. He's shooting so much from 3. I think his numbers all around have kind of just like gone down and made that such a big part of his game. Ant is one of my favorite players in the league, but this year it's the other guys above him. You got to give it to the other guys above him, man. It's less of like I think Ant is bad and more I just think the guys above him are that good. At number 7 on the list, I have Cade Cunningham. Now, I know, I think Cade Cunningham should probably be MVP. I have Cade Cunningham down at 7. He's only missed 6 games on the season. He's played a lot. He's the only offensive weapon on this team. That's the number 1 team in the East. I love his game. He's averaging 25 points, 6 boards, and 10 assists a game. He is the sole focal point of that offense. He is everything that offense has. Cade is absolutely incredible. The 6 guys I have above him are just like, they're just better offensively right now. I'm not saying they mean more to their teams. If we did a list of like who means the most to their teams, I think that'd be a completely different list. Brother, my new kitten went missing this morning, so I was stressing walking around all over the neighborhood, looking for him, literally printed missing posters on him. Then he popped up out in the hallway yawning. Bro, crazy. That is so tough. I'm so sorry, brother. Glad you found him, though. At number 6 on my list, ladies and gentlemen, and by gentlemen and ladies, I've got SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Come on now, Shai. What is happening, dude? I am freaking out, dude. Sorry, fellas. I might just end the show. SGA is missing 10 games so far. He's out again tonight, so that'll be his 11th. I think he's out again for the second game, so that'll be 12 games. I think when they added Jared McCain, it clued us into this idea that SGA is a little bit more hurt than we think. Obviously, he's averaging 32 points a game, which is insane. He's the best scorer in the NBA, so he has to be on this list. But ultimately, I think he's going to be missing more than just 10 games. This list is projecting him to miss more like 5 or 6 extra games. So we'll see. The one thing, obviously SGA, in my opinion, is the best scorer in the NBA. He's averaging 4 boards a game and 6 assists a game. I don't know why he's not as much a facilitator of the ball as he could be. Obviously, the Thunder are in a great spot, and the Thunder are an incredible team. He plays really, really good defense. With the missing games, though, and where his trajectory is at for more missed games, I have him down at 6 because I think the other guys above him, although they might not have played as many games like Jokic and Wemby, their impact on the floor is a lot more impactful. That's a bad sentence. SGA is a bona fide top 3 player until outside the top 5 is blasphemy. I just gave you all the reasons why, really. Most efficient scorer in the NBA this season while averaging 2 SL. I don't know. In the league? Okay. SGA is a bona fide top 3 player in the league. No, I totally agree. I totally agree that SGA is a top. He might even just be the best player. He's number 2. But this season, I'm taking the 5 guys above him. This is just a this season list, dude. And where we're at right now. SGA is not even playing right now. He's not even playing. At number 5, you got to give it to the man. You got to give it to Spider Mitchell. Julio Jones just retired. Spider Mitchell, he's only missed 4 games this year. He's averaging 29, 5, and 6. He's the heart and soul of that Cavaliers team. He's an absolute walking bucket. Spider Mitchell can dish it out. He can play defense. He's having an awesome, awesome season, averaging 29 points per game. High minutes, too. Listen, Cleveland is an awesome team. I think Cleveland with James Harden is surprisingly a lot better than a lot of people thought they were going to be. I think there was going to be some issues there. Ultimately, I'm excited to see who's going to be the guy taking the last shot. Ultimately, I want to see between Harden and Spider Mitchell, who's going to be the guy taking the last shot. I'm very interested to see that. And as we know, we will see it happen. I currently have the Cavs coming out of the East, by the way. At number 4, I know he's missed 14 games. I know he's had some stretches where he's missed some ball, but dude, you got to give it up to the one and only Victor Wembanyama. Bro, the reason I have Wemby at 4 is it's not a stats thing. He's averaging 24, 12 boards and 3 assists and 3 blocks a game and a steal per game. He's just the biggest difference maker in the NBA. He's the biggest difference maker in the NBA. When he's out on the court, he does something so different. He is so uniquely gifted. He is the definition of difference maker. Defensively, he might be the best in the league. He should be Depoy. Wemby just has such an impact that no matter what is going on in his life, the minute he's healthy, the minute he's ready to roll, he instantly becomes, for me, like probably the best player in the NBA. At number 3, you got to give it up for Nikola Jokic, the Joker, the horse guy. He's missed 16 games so far. Yes, that is not good. He would be number 1 if he wasn't missing all of these games. But even then, he's leading the league in assists per game and points per game. He's averaging 29, 12, and 10. He's averaging a triple-double. Although he's missed 16 games, I couldn't put him any lower than 3. I just couldn't. Why is SGA 6? I'm going to be saying that all day. Why is SGA 6? Look at the 5 guys above him. Who are you moving down? Why is Derek White on the list? He should be. He should be. At number 3, Joker. At number 2, brother. What a season this guy's having. Got to give it up for Tyrese Maxey, bro. He's only missed 2 games this year. He leads the league in minutes per game. No one is on the floor more than Tyrese Maxey. That's why I have him at number 2. He's averaging 29, 4, and 7. He's leading Philly. He's the number 1 guy in Philly, which is crazy to think that they have an MVP, Joel Embiid, on their team, and Tyrese Maxey is the number 1 option on that team. He plays more minutes than anybody. He's scored more points than anybody. He's number 1 in the league in points scored. He's having an unbelievable season, and his availability is the best part of his game right now. Speaking of availability, speaking of carrying a team, ladies and gentlemen, you got to give it up for our number 1 player on this list, my guy, Jaylen Brown. As a Lakers fan, it pains me to say this. But he's only missed 6 games on the year. He's averaging 29, 7, and 5. He's second in usage. He's the sole reason the Celtics are good. And here's what I want to say about Jaylen Brown and the season he's having right now. If the roles were reversed, if Jason Tatum was the one who was healthy and Jaylen Brown was the one with the torn Achilles, and Tatum had the exact same stat line that Jaylen Brown has right now, Jason Tatum would be the runaway MVP. Runaway MVP. Especially with the injuries to Jokic and especially the injuries to SGA, who might not even qualify for the award. If Jason Tatum was doing what Jaylen Brown is doing this year, he would be the MVP by a long shot. For that reason, Jaylen Brown is my current MVP favorite. He's the one I think deserves it the most, and if I had a vote, he would be the one I would be rooting for. But the phone lines are now officially open. If you guys want to call into the show, the number's at the top of the screen. On TikTok, it is 213-352-5216. We're getting a phone call right now from my guy, my brother. What is up, dog? My guy, Trey. How are you doing, bro?
Good, man. How are you, man?
Good, brother. I just had getting the show started. We're almost an hour into the day and rocking and rolling. How are you doing so far today?
Dude, I'm chilling. I'm living life.
Love it. You're calling into the show. What did you want to talk about today? What's got your mind rolling?
Well, so I saw your top 10 players for this season, and I'm just kind of curious about some stuff.
Yeah, totally.
So, the first question I have, I understand the Jaylen Brown thing. I think that's fine. I don't mind it. I have him in my top 10. I don't know. He might be in my top 5. I don't think I'd put him that high, but I get it.
Yeah.
I think Jokic, though, is definitively top 2.
Yeah. I just put a lot of value on games played, and he's missed 16 games.
That's fair.
He's missed a lot of games. Ultimately, on this list, a lot of people are getting mad about the list, and I'm like, availability for me is the best thing a player can have. It's do you play the sport? Are you there for the games? Because yes, Jokic is the best player in the NBA, but he's missed 16 games. So what does that do for me?
Yeah, no, I don't mind that. That's definitely fair. I can see that. For SGA, I think I saw you had him at 6. So why do you have him so low?
He's missed 10 so far. I believe he's going to miss the next 2 games, so he's going to have a total of 12 games missed. I know he's the best pure scorer in the league. When he's healthy, he's the best pure scorer in the league. He's not this year doing a whole lot outside of putting the ball in the bucket. This team without him is fine. They're still good without him. And when I look at the guys above him, Spida Mitchell's having an insane year. Wemby, Jokic, Tyrese Maxey, Jaylen Brown are having insane seasons, and they're playing games. I'm like, I just have SGA a little bit lower than those guys. It's less about SGA not being good, and it's more just about the guys above him that I'm just super impressed with.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that, like, if your criteria is mainly focused on games played, I think you can definitely make that argument. I don't mind that. So, like, as far as Tyrese Maxey is concerned, why do you think he's, like, all the way up to, I think I saw number 2. Why do you have him that high?
Yeah, he has only missed 2 games. He's averaging 39 minutes a game, which is the highest minutes per game in the league, and he's averaging 29, 4, and 7. The guy he leads the league in points scored and field goals made and field goals attempted. Like he's every night he's out there balling, and you can't say that about the rest of the guys on this list. Outside of Spida Mitchell, who's only missed 4 games. That's why I have him up high as well, because Tyrese Maxey's out here every single night, balling out, being the best player on the team, and he's playing every single game too.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think something interesting about Tyrese Maxey is it feels like this season the 76ers have kind of finally allowed him to blossom, because before he was kind of like, he was always going to be under Joel Embiid, you know, because like Joel Embiid was like him, even with the injuries. But now that like, it seems like maybe they're not moving on from him, but I think they're willing finally to give the reins over to Tyrese Maxey and let him be the number 1 guy. It feels like he's really come into his own a lot this year.
Yeah, dude, it's been awesome to watch Tyrese play basketball this year, and VJ Edgecombe has been a huge plus. I think if VJ plays well in the postseason, man, at the beginning of the season, I had Philly as my team to win the East, and at this point, I'm not willing to count them out, dude. If Joel Embiid continues to play the way that he's playing, and if Maxey plays at this kind of level, and VJ Edgecombe figures it out again, they're going to be a really, really tough out in the East. The way I would put it right now is, a lot of people are favoring the Knicks right now and the Cavs. Would you be surprised at all if they lose in the first round to the Sixers?
With as far as the Knicks, I think the Knicks are the biggest fraud in the East. That's been my take. I think that Jalen Brunson does not play playoff basketball. I think Jalen Brunson is much too focused on scoring. I think his passing and playmaking is not where it needs to be. I think they're going to be an out. I don't know where they'll go out, but it would not surprise me if they lost to Philly. It wouldn't. As far as the Cavs, I actually really like where the Cavs are at. I think they're very good, and I actually think James Harden is a huge addition, because I think that his playmaking is like playoff compatible. So I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if Philly beat the Knicks.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Philly goes to the Eastern Conference Finals. Like when we discuss who has the best duo in the league, is there a better duo than Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid out there? Because when I look at the other teams, like
they're definitely one of them. I mean, like it would be hard to think of one better. Because all of like the best guys, you've got like Luka and AR, I guess, and
Jokic and Murray are up there.
Yeah, Jokic and Murray. If you're counting like hurt players, obviously Tatum and Jaylen Brown. I would probably say that's the best duo, but obviously Tatum's hurt.
Yeah, exactly. I've had this take for a while, and I'm trying to like really like nail it down in a clip, and I'll do that later today. But do you think if the roles were reversed, and if Jason Tatum was healthy and Jaylen Brown was the one that was hurt, and Tatum had the exact same stat line that Jaylen Brown has this season, do you think Tatum would be the front runner for the MVP?
Here's the thing. If he wasn't front runner, he would be top 3 at least. Like I see Jaylen Brown as like 5th to 7th in the MVP odds right now. That's insane to me. Like it's only because his name is Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum is seen as the number 1 option. So if Jaylen Brown got hurt and Tatum did this, like I said, if he wasn't number 1 in MVP odds, because maybe he's behind Jokic and SGA, or maybe just SGA, he would at the very least be top 3. Like Jaylen Brown has been getting disrespected this year.
He has been, and that's kind of like the point of what I'm doing here is like Jaylen Brown is getting a ton of disrespect this season. I think, like I said, if this was Tatum, we would be talking about him endlessly, and the media would have him number 1. Trey, my guy, before you go, anything you wanted to go over from like the NFL world? Because there's been some like stories popping up. Anything from the NFL?
Well, I guess like I think that it's interesting that the Falcons decided to tag Kyle Pitts and the Cowboys decided to tag George Pickens. I kind of thought the Falcons would let Kyle Pitts go, and I also kind of thought that the Cowboys would commit George Pickens to a big contract. And so I'm kind of surprised that both of them opted for the tag.
Yeah, it feels like both teams. I know the Falcons just got Stefanski in there, and I think he's going to be good for them. The Cowboys, it seems like they're just kind of going all in for next season, and like that's why they would franchise.
Well,
Pickens.
and that's the thing. That's why I thought, like, if you're going to go all in, why not sign George Pickens to a bit? Like, realistically, it's when the Bengals were trying to, like, really go all in, they made the mistake, and I do think it was a mistake of giving T. Higgins that huge contract. But as far as the Cowboys are concerned, right, George Pickens is not like a wide receiver 2 type of guy like T. Higgins is. George Pickens was a top 10 receiver last year. Like, if you want like an insane offense, you make sure him and CD are both on long contracts, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah, and Dak low key next year, watch out for if you were to place a very, 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 very early ticket on an MVP. Don't forget about Dak Prescott.
Yeah, their offense will be dynamic. Even if their defense is still bad, their offense will be great.
Yeah, they're going to be awesome. Brother Trey, thank you so much for calling into the show. We're going to keep it rolling, okay?
Yeah, man. Appreciate you having me on as usual.
Of course. Talk to you soon.
All right, talk to you soon, man. Bye-bye.
Peace. Joe Ingles needs to be on this list, said Nolan J. Absolutely. I completely butchered the entire list. We're getting a call right now from a 210 number. That 210 number is up. The 702 number. Please call back after this call. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name's Adrian, bro. I'm from Texas, San Antonio. To be exact.
Adrian from San Antonio. Not a bad place. Pretty close to Austin. I've been a couple times. San Antonio gets a bad rap, but I personally like it. Adrian.
So far out here, bro. I love your channel, bro. I just be looking through these hot takes, through these lies, and yours is like just keeps me entertained. I actually watch it.
Dude, Adrian, thank you so much for the love, bro. We try to keep it loose and try to keep it comedic around here, but also jump into sports. I assume you're calling in to give your take on my top 10 list.
But yeah, and I want to jump in some other things because it's kind of just getting repetitive. You say availability is a big thing. Let's talk about the NBA draft.
Yeah.
That too. I mean, your list is solid. I wish I had it pulled up right here, but I'm just looking through the phone. But your list is solid, man. I see availability is a big thing, but if availability is not a big thing, like scratch that off just this season, this whole list is going to have to get switched around, man. SGA is too low, in my opinion. I think Wemby is top 5. I love Donovan Mitchell over Ant. I think Don is way better than Ant, and Ant just gets so overrated, kind of like how the position SGA is in. But I think SGA is easily top 3, man. Same with Jokic, top 1. I mean, I think Bron should be up there too at 10 to replace KD, and you could swap Cade out for even KD. I don't know, but I love Jaylen Brown too, man. Your list is solid, bro. But
yeah, the Ant one was weird. When I was doing my stats and I was like doing all my research and I was looking at Ant Edwards this year.
He's just not that exciting. The Timberwolves have been like they're still good, but I don't know.
He's definitely like not having the season that I'm used to him having. He's been exciting, of course, but him and SGA have both kind of fallen into this thing right now where, like, I'm sorry, I'm having trouble with my mic. They both fallen into this thing this season where they're putting in buckets, they're scoring, but the assist numbers, the playmaking is low this year, and not
it's like the role of like what their position's supposed to be. Like Tyrese Maxey, for example, electric, bro. I see him and he just looks like he's just banging threes back to back. They're calling timeouts for this man, trying to just draw something out to how to defend this. And with the other guys, it's just the same thing. SGA, double team, they kick out, and it's just like I don't know. I just see other players like so much more electrifying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. It's 1 sec. On people on TikTok, can you hear the phone call? Can you hear me?
I was gonna tell you that too. You could barely hear people.
Oh man.
Just raise your phone up, man. Everything else is solid.
I have these like wireless mics that are now not connecting to anything, which is solid. That's just how it works sometimes. You said you are from San Antonio. Who are you a fan of?
I'm a Lakers fan, bro. I was actually born in California. I like to be an LA fan. That's lit.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was born in Orange County area.
Orange County, San Bernardino, Ontario
nice,
area.
Bro. Yeah.
But
So
I
was
watch Wemby,
asking.
man.
What's up, bro?
He's crazy. I watch Wemby here at the stadium. He's crazy.
It's just crazy to see him actually live in person. I bet.
Yo.
Dog, thank you so much for the love, my guy.
Yes,
We're gonna
sir.
keep things rolling. I'm trying to get I got to get my audio right.
Yes, sir, bro.
But dog, we're also live on Twitch, which you guys can hear the phone calls perfectly on Twitch. At Take Back with Zach, if you want to jump
How
in
many
there.
are on Twitch?
Yes, sir. We're hanging out there all the time. But we will we'll talk to you soon. Okay, okay, dog.
Alrighty, man.
All right, peace. My audio is just not working at all. Thunderstorm, thank you for the follow. Jalen Thomas, where's Jordan Poole? Yeah, I forgot. Spurs bent over the Pistons and blank, XD1. Nasty, nasty boy. Nasty, nasty boy. That XD1. I've been a nasty boy. There we go. There we go. XD or Oreo, can you guys, can one of you hop on the TikTok and make sure that the phone calls are working? Hey, to that 702 number, super sorry I missed the call. If you want to call back, the phone lines are open. I think I got it all figured out and it's all correct at the moment right now. But it wasn't before. And now it is. Call in so I can hear. There you are. Yeah, you're right. Ants 2, Luca 1. We got a freaking awesome dude in here. Viking fan 18 says Ant should be number 2 and Luca should be number 1 for players this season. Oh yeah, I forgot. Dog, I absolutely love it. Thank you for liking the live too, E-Dubs. There's my guy. There's 702. We got a phone call coming in, guys. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, brother, how you doing? My name is Mike. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Micah from Las Vegas. Were you born and raised there?
Yes, sir. Well, not born here, but I've been here since I was in first grade, so I've been here for like 12, 13 years now.
You've probably seen it change a lot, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Vegas is one of my favorite cities. Every time I go back, there's something new on the Strip.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy there. Always. Something new, always. Especially like the Sphere and everything that's been new recently, but it's crazy.
Yes, of course. Dog, make sure you have the stream muted in the background. But you're calling into the show, Micah from Las Vegas. What did you want to talk about today, bro?
Well, first, I know it's a pretty popular conversation, but it was the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I saw him at number 6, which I understand the comment. I heard a lot of comments about him not playing recently, but he'd only missed 10 games. I think Wemby missed more, and Jokic missed more too as well.
Yeah,
the only two that I thought missed more than him, if I'm right.
Yeah, Jokic has missed 16. Wemby's missed 14. Shai's also projected to be out the next 2 to 3 games, so it will get up to like 12 or 13.
Yeah. Well, I had checked. It said there, as of right now, I guess on ESPN, it said his projected return date. I don't know if he's going to miss the game, but it said was the
27th.
So I think they think he's coming back Friday.
Yeah, that is what they are saying. He's apparently from Shams, he's going to get reevaluated tomorrow with that abdominal strain. My one thought on it, right? If let's say it wasn't a super serious injury, why would they trade first round picks to go after Jared McCain? If you're the GM of OKC and you know your star is going to be down for a little while, you absolutely go out and get Jared McCain. But if he's going to be back in 3 or 4 games, you don't make a move like that.
Yeah. No, I totally get that. I mean, I think the Thunder, I almost said Cardinals, but the Thunder, I think they're just really loaded on draft picks, and I think that honestly, Jared McCain, like if you can get a snipe like that, if you don't see, I mean, this year's draft class is obviously gonna be really good, but they have so many in years to come. I think if you can throw away and snipe a player like that, a guy that's now he has a low price because he was in the G League for a little bit with the Sixers and he had a low price, and you can go snipe that. I think Sam Presti is amazing with the Thunder. I mean, he's the drafting, everything he's done. Like I think he's just a guy that saw potential. He's unbelievable. I don't necessarily know if Shai has missed a couple now, whatever it is, how many games in a row, but being how soon he's going to come back and how talented the team is already, they can win games, win enough games. But, I mean, obviously they still are statistically a lot better with Shea. But,
yeah,
I still think it's just a good move, not necessarily just because of Shea not missing time.
Agreed. And you're a guy in Vegas. I know that most of Las Vegas are Lakers fans. Are you a Laker fan, or what team do you root for?
I actually am a Thunder fan. My family's from Oklahoma. I have family in Oklahoma, and so when I was a young kid, I became a Thunder fan.
Dude, that's awesome. You guys have such a squad out there.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It was crazy. I forget if the game was on Sunday or not. AJ Mitchell's out. Shea is out. J-Dub's out. All of your main scorers are out, and they're like, give the ball to Cason Wallace. Like, when is it going to run out? And I know. When is it going to run out for the Thunder?
I don't know. Obviously as a Thunder fan, I feel like we're going to be good for a while, and I could be a little biased. But to be honest, the team is it's just too loaded top to bottom. Like, the team is everybody's under contract for the next couple of years. We lead the NBA in draft picks. The NBA champion, the favorite to win the champion, still leads the league in draft picks. First round, second round, total draft picks over the next 5 years. I don't think it's ever going to, like, as a Thunder fan, I don't want to think it's ever going to stop. We're loaded top to bottom with scores.
Yeah, Riv, thank you for liking the live, bro. Do you think, I know you're a Thunder fan, so you'll probably say yes to this, but I was thinking of, like, what's the greatest move, like free agency or like a trade ever made? And the Paul George to the Clippers is probably the greatest trade of all time, considering SGA and the draft picks.
I mean, 100%, that has to be the top move. Well, I mean, I guess as a Thunder fan, at least for the Thunder organization, that's got to be the greatest move, because obviously it brought us the championship.
Mm-hmm.
It brought us the championship, and it brought us stars for the future, and hopefully multiple championships is what it looks like, but we'll have to see if that comes to fruition. But as a Thunder fan, that is our greatest move. Overall, I'd have to compare a couple other ones.
Yeah. Micah, unbelievable stuff. You sound like a well-spoken guy. You've got your head on your shoulders. Is there anything you wanted to say to the people on your way out?
Nothing else, but go Thunder and see if we can run it back.
Go Thunder, run it back. Dog, we're live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. Pacific time on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok. Please keep watching and following, and have a great rest of your day. All right, bro?
Yes, sir. You too as well. God bless.
God bless. Peace. Viking Fan 18, yes, this is my list. This is my list. I am Zeke Vini. I am your master. Bow before me. Just kidding. The only person you shall bow to is Jesus Christ himself. Brown is not one, said Ryan. For this year, this season, considering minutes played, consider impact on the floor, considering usage rate, Jaylen Brown, absolutely number one on my list. People on TikTok are mean, XD. Yeah, I'm used to it, bro. Why is Ant so low? I don't think Ant is necessarily having that great of a season. I know he's averaging 30 points a game, but he hasn't been a playmaker this year. He's got 5 boards and 4 assists. A ton of his game has just turned into him chucking up threes. Listen, leading the league, having 30 points a game, it's 29.6 points per game. Very, very solid. Absolutely love that. The guy's missed 10 games and he's not a playmaker anymore. That's why I have him lower. I like the Jesus switch up. I give you that. Yeah, go Jesus. Shout out to God. Shout out to Christ. Shout out to church. We're getting a call right now. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yo, it's Oreo.
My guy, Oreo from Pittsburgh. Everybody, W Oreo in the chat. What's up, bro? How are you?
I'm good.
So let me guess. You're a big Spurs fan. You think Wemby is too low on this list?
I do, yes. I don't care about the usage rate. He is the most impactful player. If we're going by purely most valuable player, he is most valuable to his team. Without him, the Spurs would still be a playing team. I mean, Castle's good, but they would still be a playing team. I mean, we've seen what they are when he's not on the floor. And they were not good. They had a losing streak when he was out. And I think he should be higher than at least – I mean, the Nuggets were winning games without Jokic.
Mm-hmm.
The Sixers, they were not winning games. They don't win games when Max is not on the floor. I don't think. I mean, I don't think he's missed a game, but I don't think they would. But yeah. I think Wemby should be at least over Jokic if we're going based off like usage and how.
Well, I hate to do this to you, Oreo. The Spurs
I don't-
are 10-14 without Victor Wembanyama.
What? Sorry.
The Spurs are 10-14 without Victor, so they're still a good team without him, but I do agree when he's out there, the impact that he makes, he's the most impactful player in the league. I think you said it right yourself. He's averaging 24, 12, and 3 blocks a game and a steal per game. Trust me, he's a difference maker. But ultimately, when you miss 14 games on a season and your team is 10-4 without you, like, I love him, but I think the top 3 above him are just having better seasons this season, but not forever. Sorry, 10-4, 10-4.
Yeah.
10-4 without him. Oreo, you're in Pittsburgh right now.
Yeah.
Are you a Steelers fan?
Nah.
Nah. Well, there's a lot of talk about Aaron Rodgers, and I was just like, I want to talk to an actual Steelers fan about Aaron Rodgers and whether they want him or not.
Oh wait, my friend's here. He's a Steelers fan. Here, let me go find him.
Yep, put him on.
Let's see here.
XD, that's so good.
Here, wait, go in here. Wait,
Wendy
no,
would be in
let's-
McDonald's and play if his parents weren't 9-foot giants. Ryan, Kawhi, that was someone I wanted to put on this list. Kawhi and Brunson were like the first 2 off the list.
Alright,
Yo.
alright.
Give
Well,
me
I'm
the Is he not coming?
here. Wait, let's see. He wants to know what you think about like Aaron Rodgers saying.
Aaron Rodgers. I'm a diehard Steelers fan,
Yeah.
and I think Aaron Rodgers, we should have not had kept him. What he did
Wow.
on that field last year was unacceptable because ain't no way. Like he can. I know he's old, but you should be able to get out the pocket or throw it away when you can. He took a lot of sacks and he ain't do what he needed to do. So I feel like they should have kept him, and we should have got Malik Willis in the free
Well,
agency.
There's still a world where you can go and get Malik. As a Steelers fan, are you actually trying to win this season? Don't you think the best thing for Steelers fans would be to like maybe not have the best season ever and get some higher draft picks? Because wasn't that the problem with Tomlin?
Yeah, but Tomlin, he was a defensive coach. And the reason why we lost so much games and we played bad on defense is because we were running the same playbook for about 10 years.
Huh.
So I don't think we could win. I don't think we could win. I don't think we could win like with Mike McCarthy. It's because he's more of an offensive coach, but he's going to cost us more games. He's more worried about veterans than young people.
Yeah, that's a good shot. Good shout out to Mike McCarthy. Bro, thank you for jumping in here. Oreo, thank you for bringing your friend on. We're going to keep things rolling. Anything you wanted to say on your way out, Oreo?
Nah, just that Wemby should be higher. Wemby should be at least 3, bro.
Yeah, we got to flip-flop him and Jokic. All right, brother, thank you so much for your support. You are the absolute man. We'll be doing a live watch-along today with the Pistons and OKC. Who you got in Pistons and OKC?
Or what, sir?
OKC is at Detroit tonight. Who do you think wins this one, Detroit or OKC?
Is Shea playing?
No.
No. Sorry, I haven't been keeping up. Is Jada playing?
There's no Shea, no Chet, no AJ Mitchell, no Caruso, no Hartenstein.
Oh no, the Pistons got it. They had a good game against us.
Yeah.
But we're just a better team, and so I think the Pistons got that.
All right. My guy Oreo is taking the Pistons. Brother, thank you so much for watching along, being a huge fan, being the best in the world. We'll talk to you again soon, okay?
All right.
Peace. Michigan man, or M, whoever that is. P said, where do you got my boy Paolo? Bro, after last night, Paolo Banchero cooked the Lakers. As a Lakers fan, this season's been so disappointing. And I didn't have a whole lot of expectations going forward. The one thing that really, really, really is tough as the Lakers lose to the Magic last night, I mean, realistically, Paprika, well, do Luka and LeBron have any chemistry together at all when they're on the court? Luka clearly has a great game going with Ayton, with Austin Reeves. Him and Austin Reeves together are like one of the best duos in the NBA, numbers-wise, stats-wise. LeBron himself can feed anybody on the court. If you're open, LeBron will find you. He's one of the best facilitators the league has ever seen. But when they're on the floor together, I honestly do not see a ton of chemistry, and the numbers back that up. LeBron and Luka on the floor together are minus 82. When they're on the floor at the same time, they are minus 82 in the 747 minutes they've played together. I know you can look at that as like, well, they're both not very good at defense right now. Offensively, they'd be a bottom 5 offense in the league when they're on the floor together. There's a serious issue between Luka and LeBron. I think we're a year now into this Luka Doncic thing with the Lakers. It's been a year now that Luka has played with the Lakers. And him and LeBron have never figured it out. Lakers' downfall started when LeBron returned? What do you mean? Oh, when he got back into the lineup, Isaac? The Lakers started 25-13, dude. And since then, I think they're 14-15 since then. They're 500 ball club right now after starting 25-11, I believe. I don't think it lines up exactly for when LeBron came back. There was a moment where they were playing good basketball all together. But ultimately, dude, LeBron and Luka just don't play good basketball together. I don't know what it is. And last night, Luka not taking that shot was such proof of what was going wrong. You know, Luka after the game was like, well, LeBron was asking for the ball. And you could see LeBron in the clip kind of like clap and like say he was open. I think most players at that caliber are going to do that no matter what is happening. Luka passed on the shot, though. Luka passed on that shot that was his fault. It was a really, really tough game to watch, but we watched it anyways because we're fans of the show. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What's going on? My name's Elliot. I'm calling from Washington.
Elliot from Washington. So glad to have you on the show. First time, it sounds like. Please make sure the stream is muted in the background as some of the echo bleeds through. But, brother, you are calling into the show. What did you want to talk about today, dude?
This top 10 players this season, I think this is a terrible list, brother.
Yes, sir. Where do you want to start?
Oh, my God. Where can we even start? You have SGA at 6, and he's leading the MVP race.
Yeah, he's leading the MVP race. I don't really consider that a stat, personally. Listen, he's averaging 32, 4, and 6. He's the best pure scorer in the NBA, but I haven't seen a whole lot of that like playmaking ability out of him this season. He's missing tonight will be his 11th missed game. Friday should be his 12th. You know, he's going to be missing a lot of games this year, and the best ability is availability, in my opinion.
So is this just purely stats based?
No, not just stats based. It's more like this season and your impact on the team. Listen, when SGA is out,
your impact on the team. The Thunder are like barely 500 with him off, and they've lost like 6 of. No, they haven't lost 6, but they've lost like 4 of their last 12 games, right?
I think J-Dub has also been out for most of that time too.
But he's been out for the majority of the season now, so. Regardless, if it was just purely stats based or purely impact based, Wemby would be number 2 and Jokic would be number 1. KD wouldn't make this list because KD's not a winning player.
KD's had an awesome season.
He's had an awesome season on a completely stacked team. They should, realistically, with Sengun, Amen Thompson, and he's got one of the best supporting casts in the league, the Rockets should be the second seed right now. But they're not because KD has had an incredible amount of turnovers, and he can't seem to find buckets for his teammates. A lot of the buckets with him on the court are struggle buckets. The buckets within the last like 4 seconds of the clock.
Yeah. I'm not super high on Amen Thompson, to be honest with you. And losing Fred VanVleet and Steven Adams, I think the Rockets next, or when they're fully healthy, I think the Rockets are maybe the best team in the league. But right now, pretty much KD is the only thing on that team. And I just looked it up. Oklahoma City is 6-3 without Shea this season.
Right, and at the start of the season, what were they with Shea?
Didn't they win the first 13 games, I believe?
Yeah, they went like 24-1. Regardless, the impact that Shea provides is much more than Jaylen Brown, who is not even leading the weakest East that we've seen in a long time.
Jaylen Brown doesn't have much of a supporting cast around him, in my opinion. He's also second in usage rate in the league. He's only missed 6 games.
He has Peyton Pritchard and Derek White. How much do you need?
What team are you a fan of?
Lakers, and frankly, I have no hope for that team.
Yeah, I'm a Lakers fan too, but right now, if we traded Luke Kennard for Peyton Pritchard and Derek White, I don't know how happy I'd be. Or AR for Peyton Pritchard and those guys. There are
Luke
guys
Kennard
that on that Celtics team are solid,
White,
but
hold on, I got to pull up these stats because Derek White's averaging numbers, and so is Peyton Pritchard. Let's see this. Hold on. Players, Derek White. Yeah, Derek White is averaging 17, 5 boards, 6 assists. Yeah, he's also 1.5 steals a game and almost 2 blocks a game. So
yeah,
I want a guy
nice role
averaging
player for
6
sure.
assists and less than 1.5 turnovers on my team. I want a guy shooting 49% from the field on 3 threes made a game.
Yeah, no,
You
he's
wouldn't be happy-
he's a solid role player. So is Peyton Pritchard, especially coming off the bench. Peyton Pritchard probably, I don't know if he's going to qualify for 6th man of the year, but he probably should win it if he's still continuing to come off the bench.
I'm sorry, Luke Kennard for Derek White and
Yeah, I was
Peyton
just
Pritchard.
throwing a name out there, but I don't think a whole lot of teams are like, I don't think a whole lot of people would consider the Celtics having a stacked roster when you throw in Peyton Pritchard and Derek White as their 2nd and 3rd best player.
Yeah, well, realistically, they're not the best team in the East. The East is like considerably bad this year.
I think the East is good this year.
No. There's the Knicks and the Pistons, and the Celtics aren't even really a contender.
I think the Celtics are a legit contender. I think the Cavs are a legit
Besides
contender. I think
the Cavs,
Philly's a
yeah,
legit
and the Cavs.
contender.
How are the Celtics a contender?
They literally like have one of the best defenses in the league. One of the, probably the best offense in the league. They have in my opinion, they have the best player in the league right now, and Jaylen Brown on the team, and they don't even have Jason Tatum in
They don't
lineup.
have a top 5 offense. They don't have a top 5 offense, and they probably don't have a top 5 defense. Just okay, realistically, their offense probably got better with Nikola Vucevic getting traded,
Yeah,
but it's considerably worse now that Neemias Queta doesn't start.
Neemias Queta. Yeah, Neemias Queta got a lot of run this weekend. I think he's playing a lot of minutes. He might not start, but he might lead the team in minutes with Vooch out there. They're number 2 in offense, just 0.8 points behind Denver, and they're number 7 in defensive rating, which is just behind Detroit in the East. So they have the 2nd best defense in the East and the best offense in the East.
So they have, what is that? Not a top 5 defense they don't have a top 5 defense in the league. And what was their offensive rating? Not top 5 either, right?
It was number 2. It's only 0.7 points behind Denver.
Never mind. So they're a good offensive team. They don't strike me as contenders. Just Jaylen Brown leading a team. First of all, it doesn't sound right. Jaylen Brown leading a team.
I'm with you. Yeah, it sounds weird. I have a question for you. Do you think if Tatum was healthy and Jaylen Brown was the one that was hurt all season and the Celtics were this good and Tatum had the exact same stat line that Jaylen Brown had, do you think Jason Tatum would be considered for the MVP?
No.
No.
First of all, because that hate for Jason Tatum is so widespread, people just don't like him. I don't either. I think he's corny. I think he's sort of low IQ. He gets nervous really easily. He's not like
Wait, you said
somebody
Tatum's
who I
low
want
IQ?
leading my what?
You said Tatum's low IQ?
Yeah.
Dude, that's funny you say that. I used to work for a production company out in Boston, and we did an interview one time with Jason Tatum. We had a script for him to say on a teleprompter, and we had to slow the teleprompter down like 3 different times to slow it down so he could actually read it, which is hilarious.
Is that a real story?
It's a real story, man. I felt really, really bad for him because they kept asking me to slow it down, and I was like, it's too slow. This is for like 4-year-olds. But he might be low IQ IRL, but on the court, he's definitely smart on the court. But brother, Elliot, my guy, we're hitting the 8-minute mark on this phone call. The max I do is 10. So you got like 1 more minute on here. This was an awesome call. You're an electric dude. You're definitely well-spoken and you know your stuff. Can you just real quick give me a prediction for who is winning the West and who is winning the East, and who do you have winning this NBA season? Because I could tell you consume ball, and you might know more than the average person.
Oh yeah, I'm caught up on this season more than I am on the past 5 at least.
Yeah.
I think the Spurs, if Wemby stays healthy, easily are the strongest team in the West.
Good take.
The odds of him staying healthy aren't high.
No.
I think Jokic and Jamal Murray are the most electric duo in the league right now. So them making it out of the West is higher than OKC.
Yeah.
I think this OKC team, they had it last year.
Yeah.
Granted, with the large asterisks in Tyrese Halliburton getting injured, but I think the Spurs or the Nuggets, one of those 2 teams.
Yeah.
And in the East, it's going to be the Pistons. I don't see a second option. Maybe the Cavs, but I feel like they have watching some Cavs games. They've had a ball issue. There's only one ball on the court, and Harden is having like more production issues as time goes on.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a Spurs Pistons finals, a rematch, or it's going to be a Nuggets Pistons. But as for teams like the Lakers, as for teams like OKC, and like the Cavs and Philly, I see nowhere. I see those teams going nowhere, especially the Pistons, or not the Pistons, the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves are going nowhere, and I hate when people say that they're a legit contender when they're not.
Yeah. Elliot, I'm with you on the Timberwolves. I think they've got some issues. I think Ant needs to be more of a facilitator and a playmaker. That's why I have him at 9 on my list. But, brother, thank you for keeping it clean and cordial and still being argumentative and well-spoken. Elliot, we're live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. Pacific time. Please call back and follow along whenever you want, man.
Awesome, yeah. Great to be here.
All right, peace.
Thank you. Take care.
Peace. My guy, I'm taking calls right now. Ant higher and no Kawhi, a little crazy. Kawhi's having a great season. I'm totally with you. Kawhi should potentially be on this list. I'm just like, who you knocking off? Matthew Carpenter, thank you for the follow, bro. Boston with Tatum? Oh, Jacob, that's who you have coming out. So the 310 number I'm taking you right now, the 609 number I'm going to take you after this 310, brother. What is up, bro? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. Which name were you calling from?
Yo, what's up? My name is Brian, and I'm from Southern California.
Is that Brian ending in a N, or is that Bryant ending with a T like Kobe?
Bryant, like Kobe.
Bryant like Kobe, and you're in SoCal. I'm in OC right now. Where are you at in SoCal?
SoCal. Well, I'm in like Knott's Berry Farm area.
Yeah, like that GG, that Garden Grove, brother. Bryant.
Yeah.
Calling into the show. What do you want to talk about today, bro?
Well, right now I'm looking at your list. I like most of it right now. Like looking at everything. I just had a big question on Tyrese Maxey being at number 2.
Yeah. Yeah, do you want my opinion on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really a usage thing with Maxey. He's only missed 2 games. He leads the league in minutes per game. He leads the league in attempts. He leads the league in total points. He's not only not missing games, but he's playing every single minute of these games pretty much, averaging 38.4. So he's only off the court for 3 minutes a game, and he's putting up 29, 4, and 7. So he's out there every day. He's playing a ton of games, and he's scoring and facilitating every single time he's on the floor.
Yeah, that does make sense. I know. What's it called? I just feel like impact-wise, I don't feel like some of these names compared to Tyrese Maxey, he doesn't have that much impact. I understand he is used a lot.
Yeah.
But like impact when it gets to playoff time, I don't think it's going to be like that.
Yeah, I can feel that. You know what's crazy about Philly is like Tyrese Maxey is literally leading a team right now, and they still have Joel Embiid on that squad and VJ Edgecombe, and Paul George will come back before the playoffs. Would you say that the most impactful player in the league is Jokic or Wemby?
Ooh, that's a good one. I feel like in total, in everything, I would take Wemby.
Yeah.
Just because how he used on defense, really. Because I feel like most stars in the NBA could score. I feel like everybody could score. But like his impact on defense, like he basically controls the whole paint.
Yeah, Wemby, when he's out there, he's an absolute freak of nature. He torched the Lakers when he played the Lakers. Assuming you're a Laker fan from Southern California.
Oh yeah, trust me, I know. I was the one time I didn't bet on Wemby, man. I was so mad.
Bro, what? Like last night we were winning the entire game last night, and we looked so mid the entire time doing it. And then just to lose like that with Luka, do you think next year, like Luka and LeBron can make it happen, or do you think we get rid of LeBron?
I genuinely think we should get rid of LeBron. Like I love LeBron. I've been following him his whole career, but I just think it's time to give it up. Like he doesn't show effort, and I know he's old and everything, but like there's times where I just feel like he's just trying to play for himself.
Yeah, and realistically, he's averaging like 30 minutes a game right now, which is pretty low, just because he can't really do much more than that. He's kind of giving his all this year, but yeah, I'm in my opinion, it's you keep Luka, Austin Reeves, and Luke Kennard. Everyone else can be traded in the offseason.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at right now.
On that.
Bro, Bryant from OC, you're near the Knott's Berry Farm area. We've been talking a lot about the Celtics, and you being a Lakers fan. Do you think the Celtics are actual contenders this year?
I honestly think they are. I hate saying it, but I really think they are.
I know, it's crazy, dude. It's like I think it also is it's also like a result of just how good Joe Mazzulla is as a head coach. And when I see JJ Redick, I'm like, he's not Joe Mazzulla.
Yeah.
It's tough. Bryant, this was an awesome call. I'm live 2 to 6 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We cover all SoCal sports a lot. So please follow along and keep watching the show and call back whenever you want. Okay, dog?
Of course. So you have a great day, man.
All right. God bless. Peace. My guy, Bryant. Phone lines are open. KD, but not Sengun. You think Sengun's having a better season than KD? Jaylen Brown, number 1. Bro, Ant is top 3. Not this year, dog. Luka over Kawhi. Bro, Luka's a walking bucket. He's averaging 33 a game. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Nathan. I'm from South Jersey.
Nathan, my guy from South Jersey. What is a guy from South Jersey? What team does a guy in the root for from South Jersey?
Philly.
Dude, Philly. They're still,
Yeah.
I know this is crazy. They're still my team to come out of the East, bro. Tyrese Maxey's having an insane season, and Joel Embiid, when he was in, looked
Seriously?
great.
You really think?
Dude, Nate, do you think there's a better duo in the East than Maxey and Embiid?
I think at times it can be Cade and Jalen Duren, but Jalen Duren's not as consistent, so it's probably Maxey and Embiid, yeah.
And Jalen Duren will never be the scorer that Embiid is. I know Cat and Brunson are good, but Cat hasn't been playing well at all. When it comes down to it, like sometimes in the playoffs, it's just like who's the best guy on the floor. And most games out there in the East, like for me, Tyrese Maxey is the best guy on the floor.
Yeah, I love that you have him at 2. I don't know. He might be a little lower, honestly, but I love that. And I love how you didn't put Brunson on this list. I think that's great.
Yeah, dude, Brunson's been awesome. He's having a great season, but he just didn't make my list. Like Tyrese Maxey, the reason he's as high as he is because he's only missed 2 games, and he is averaging 39 minutes a game. So he's pretty much playing every game and only sitting for 3 minutes a game. And he's putting up 29, 7, and 4. Or 29, 4, and 7.
That's great. That's
dude,
amazing.
he leads the league in minutes per game and total points scored. How could this guy not be having a top 10 season?
Yeah.
That's my thought. Brother, you are from the Philly area. Does that make you an Eagles fan as well?
Yeah, unfortunately, I know Eagles fans are pretty intolerable, but
dude, I am the ultimate tolerator. AJ Brown, is he on your team next year, opening day, or not?
I like him. Yeah, I think we should keep him. Yeah, definitely.
I agree. Like, who are you going to get to replace AJ Brown?
I don't know. There was talks of Justin Jefferson, but that would never happen.
Yeah, no, that would absolutely never happen. There's no way the Vikings are trading Jay Jetta to the Eagles to make you guys that much better. But I know you guys have the Super Bowl ring, and of course, he plays well in the Super Bowls and has a Super Bowl MVP. Do you think Hurts and this squad, given the fact he wasn't able to run the ball last year, do you think he's able to be just a pure quarterback passer that leads this Eagles team back to the Super Bowl, or will you need that run game to supplement his skills?
I think we do need a little bit more running from him. I know people use the excuse of Kevin Patula. Kevin Patula was terrible, but it's not completely his fault that we fell short this year.
Yeah,
so,
I'm with you. I think there's a lot more things going on than just that. Nathan, brother, electric stuff. Was there anything you wanted to talk about before we moved on?
One more thing. I think Cade Cunningham should be higher on your top 10 list.
Yeah.
Just because you said games matter, played games mattered, and he plays a lot of games.
Yeah, he's only missed 6. He's the ultimate offensive weapon on that team. It's the best team in the East. He's pretty much their only scorer. Totally. Yeah. For me, it was like, who do I move down off this list to bring Cade up? It's such a hard list to make. The one that I originally had Wemby off of my top 10, but like then I thought about when he plays, dude, he's the best player in the world.
He's great.
He's so good. Let's say we move Cade up from 7. We move him up. Who are you moving down off this list? Are you moving SGA below him? Are you moving Spida Mitchell below him? Wemby, Jokic?
Honestly, probably Spida and maybe even Maxey, but I don't know.
Oh, so yeah, you are a Philly fan. You guys love to hate on your own players.
No.
You guys are the absolute best. I love Philly. Love the fans. Good city, good cheese steaks. Nathan, brother, thank you for calling in the show. We're going to keep it rolling, though, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, peace. Will said this some garbage. Okay. Y'all glazing Brown and Spida. Who's y'all, Marco? Cade at 7 is crazy, said Jacob. Yeah, it's a little bit low. I agree with that. I think Cade should probably be higher on this list. I just don't know who to move down. You know what I mean? My one thought was if you're going to move Cade up, I could flip-flop him with Wemby right now, potentially. I could flop Wemby and Cade and put Wemby down at 7 and move Cade up to 4. I would kind of be comfortable with that. But then you think about what Wemby does when he's on the floor, bro. He's the most impactful guy in the league. Maxey's way too high in my opinion. I hear that, see? He's only missed 2 games. He's averaging 39 minutes a game. So in the games that he plays, he only misses 3 minutes a game. And he's averaging 29, 4, and 7. He's the most impactful player in the league this year. He's got the most points. He's got the highest minutes per game. He's got the most minutes played. Nate, thank you for the follow, bro. That means a lot, dog. Zeph, thank you for the follow as well. Thank you for the likes on the live, too, my guy. You are the man. Marl says, bro, where's LeBron? Bro, LeBron, I am not happy with King James right now. Love the man. I'll die for LeBron. I would take a bullet for LeBron, but, you know, I think Kawhi over KD, says Swaggy Gorilla in the Twitch chat. We're also live on Twitch, fellas, if you prefer that platform. I think Kawhi over KD, but his team is ass, so if that makes a difference. Yeah, I also I was thinking about Brunson. I was thinking about Kawhi. Who else was I thinking about? Denny Adjeva? Not really. Shout out to Israel. We're getting another call right now. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Irvine, California.
Irvine. I'm so close to Irvine. I'm over in Tustin right now. What's your name? What can we call you?
Yeah, my name's Chris.
Chris, my guy. Brother, you're calling into the show right now, live from Irvine, from sunny Southern California. It's about 80 degrees today. We are living a good, charmed life. You're calling into the show. What do you want to talk about today, Chris?
So I just want to talk about your top 10 list that you got on live.
Yeah, hit me. Where'd you want to start?
I just want to ask you why you have the leading MVP candidate at number 6.
SGA?
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, yes, sir.
Yeah, SGA is the best scorer in the league. He's the best pure scorer in the league. I don't think he's been as much a playmaker this year as he usually is. He's only averaging, 4 assists a game, 5 assists a game. I think the Thunder are a pretty solid team. They're 6-3 without him. I think the Thunder are solid without SGA. Ultimately, I just think the guys above him are having a bigger impact on their team this season than SGA is having on his team this year, if that makes any sense.
So you think Donovan Mitchell is having a bigger impact to the Cleveland Cavaliers than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is to the Thunder?
I do. Yeah, Spider Mitchell's having an insane season. He's shooting the rock from three very, very well. He's playing more games, too, so he's just out there. He's missed 10 games so far, SGA has, and he's got 2 more he's potentially missing, so that'll be 12. And if he misses it in next week, that'll be 14 missed games. That matters to me. You know, Spider Mitchell's only missed 4 games. He's averaging 29, 5, and 6, so he's got the same stat line. He's got a board more, and he's only 3 points lower than SGA. So I don't see much of a difference in them this season.
For sure. I get you.
Yeah.
But I think the deciding factor when it comes to both of them is the efficiency. I'm not saying Donovan Mitchell isn't an efficient player, but the volume, how Shai Gilgeous has the ball in his hands the whole game, and he doesn't turn the ball over. He's having, I think, a top 3 most efficient 30-point per game season of all time.
Yeah, his efficiency is really, really solid. It's like 32.9 right now.
And when you look at how the OKC's team's built, I think he's the only reason why that team's good offensively, because they don't have, honestly, any other creator other than Shai that can pressure the defense every single time down the floor. So I think you have to value that more than what Donovan Mitchell's doing in Cleveland.
I mean, without Shai, without AJ Mitchell, without J-Dub, Cason Wallace goes off. Like, I think Cason Wallace can get a bucket. I think AJ Mitchell can get a bucket. Isaiah Joe can get one. Obviously, J-Dub can get a bucket. Bro, Chet could even put the ball on the floor and go and drive and get a bucket. Like, I think OKC is stacked with playmakers. I don't think Cleveland is nearly as much. I know they just got Harden, but for me, Donovan Mitchell is just having an insane year. His impact has been awesome. But yeah, I'm with you. SGA should probably be higher.
Okay.
I'm just like, who do you move down this list? Do you think you flip flop him and Spida? So would you put SGA at 5?
If this was my list, I'd put him at 1. I think he's been better than every single player on this list, in my honest opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But how I see, I think he should be on your list at least number 4. I'd put him over Wemby for sure.
Yeah, I feel that, especially since Wemby's missed 14 games. I think I'm projecting out a little bit more on SGA missing some time, which for me is availability is the best ability. I hate that cliche, but that's what we're doing today, bro. What team are you a fan of, Chris?
I'm a Sixers fan, bro. I'm a Sixers fan.
Well, I'm absolutely loving the season from the Sixers so far. I think they're that team in the East that no one wants to play in round 1. Like, if the Cavs lose to the Sixers, I'm not surprised. If New York loses to the Sixers, I'm not really surprised. I think they have a good chance at making the Eastern Conference Finals this year.
Totally agree. I think out of all the teams in the East, I think we're the team that no one wants to face, since I don't think anyone has a clear game plan for Joel Embiid if he's playing. I think there's not a single team in the league that can guard him one-on-one if he's playing. That's a big if. But I think
when he has played this year, he's been awesome.
Exactly.
He's been so good. Chris, dude, a fellow Southern California brother, we are live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. Pacific time. Please follow along and call back whenever you want, Chris.
Yeah, appreciate that, bro.
Of course. Talk to you soon.
You too, man. Take care.
Peace. There's nobody carrying their team to greatness like Jaylen Brown. Shay, it's pretty much true. Can you call? Yeah, of course. I might take 5 minutes just to like chill for a second, but Ant-Man top 5 at least, said Lucky Ways. I'm not really high on Ant-Man this year. He hasn't been the playmaker he should be. Obviously, he could get a bucket and play just good defense, but he's always averaging 30 points, but only averaging 4 assists. The Snow Bro. What up, Snow Bro? How are you doing, dude? Welcome back to the show. Haven't seen you in a little bit, but glad you're here. Cade should be higher, in my opinion. I'm with you, dude. Cade, I wanted to put Cade higher. I just didn't know where to or who to move down. Look at OKC without Shai right now, by the way. They're 6-3 without Shai. 6-3. How do you like Wemby's matchup tonight? Against who's the 5 for Toronto? Obviously, I think Wemby's going to eat no matter where he is. Cason Wallace is so underrated. I'm with you, Mason. He's awesome. 2 of those being the Jazz and Suns, by the way. 2 of those wins or losses? What's up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, I'm Joe, and I'm calling from Houston.
Joe from Houston, my guy. Welcome to the show. Please keep it clean, as most people from Houston do. Great city, great town, great people. You're calling into the show, Joe. What did you want to talk about today?
All right, so I want to know, because on your live it says, like, you know, you value, like, how they lead the team to winning. What is the reason that you have Jaylen Brown in the first spot and SGA out of the top 5?
I think, I think the impact that Jaylen Brown has on this Celtics team and the reason they're as good as they are is because of him. He's number 2 in usage. Like, I saw something crazy when they were playing the Warriors. It's like 80% of the points scored, he's like either assisting or the pass before the assist or the scorer. Like, he is legit taking that Celtics team that everyone thought was going to be dog and leading them to an incredible season and potentially even a run at the playoffs here. He's also been very durable. He's only missed 5 games right now. SGA is on his 10th missed game. He's going to have his 11th missed game tonight and probably going to miss 12 as he's getting reevaluated tomorrow. Listen, I love SGA. He's the best scorer in the league. I don't think he's as well-rounded as a playmaker as Jaylen Brown is right now in terms of rebounding, defense, and passing the ball.
So then, if you bring that up for your reasons as to why Jaylen Brown's higher than SGA, why is Tyrese Maxey in the number 2 spot when he's like even less of a well-rounded player than Shea?
Well, Maxey, for me, is up there at number 2 because he's leading the league in minutes. He's playing 39 minutes a game, and he's only missed 2 games, and he's averaging 29, 4, and 7. So SGA is averaging 32, 4, and 4. Tyrese Maxey is actually facilitating the ball a lot better than Shea this year, almost by double the amount of assists. I think he's absolutely killing it this year, and he's available. He's on the floor every single night, and when he's there, he's playing pretty much every minute.
Thanks. So your main thing is like just availability?
Well, I'm saying in terms of these are my top 10 players this season, like the season that they're literally having right now as we speak. If it was just best players in the NBA, number 1, SGA, number 2, Jokic, and you could flip-flop those, and probably number 3, Wemby. I might even put Wemby number 1. But just this season, what they've done this year, you know, there's no better stat than actually playing games. That's why I don't have Jokic number 1. Is because he's missed 16 games already. Like, Maxey's playing and putting up numbers, so it's just a combination of all of that. But yeah, playing games is a huge criteria for me right now.
All right, hey, I respect it. I can't even like argue against that. That's like pretty good criteria.
No, it's and that's not the design of it. It's not just to be like, yeah, it's all about games played, but I also think about impact. Like, the reason I have KD on this list, I don't know if you're a Houston Rockets fan, but when you watch the Rockets play, I know Şengün's good. I know Amen can jump. I know Jabari can hit a shot here and there, but the impact that KD has on that team, like, that is KD's team through and through.
Yeah.
And, like, when SGA is out, I know the Thunder aren't as good, but, bro, there are 5 guys on that team that can go out and get a bucket whenever they want. And there's 4 guys around him playing insane defense. Like, SGA is awesome, but you put SGA on a different team that's not surrounded with talent, he's still going to have insane point per game and be an insane score, but I don't think the team wins at the same clip that the Thunder are winning.
All right. That's all I had to ask.
All right, Joe, you are the absolute man, bro. Talk to you again soon, all right?
All right, man. Peace.
My guy Joe just calling in. Maxey been cooking. Yes, he has, Wes. Maxey's been awesome, dude. Cade way too high up. Whoa, Wes, I don't think Cade's high enough. When I made this list for the first time, the Snow Bro, I'm excited for Pistons versus Thunder tonight, top 2 in the league. I am as well. Pistons Thunder is going to be an absolute banger. I'm excited for the game. I got Thunder. Everyone is out, though, so they've kind of already conceded. What is up, bro? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. Please keep it clean. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Yusuf, and I live in New York City. And I have a question. Why is Jalen Brunson not top 10?
Why is Jalen Brunson not top 10? What was your name again?
Oh, sorry, I can't hear.
What was your name again?
Yusuf.
Yusuf, my guy. Welcome to the show, Yusuf. Yeah, Jaylen Brown is probably 11 right there. Jaylen Brunson is having an awesome season. He's playing great basketball. Hello?
Yeah, I cannot hear you too well, Yusuf.
Jalen Brunson's having a great season. He's averaging 27 a game. He's averaging 4 boards pretty much, like 6 assists. The Knicks are a solid team. He plays good defense. He's a great playmaker. I like Jalen Brunson a lot. I think the guys on this list are having just more impactful seasons, in my opinion.
Why do you think Tyrese Maxey is so enough if Jokic is not so?
Why do I think Tyrese Maxey is number 2?
Yeah.
He's absolutely balling, and he's only missed 2 games, and he plays 39 minutes a game, so he's just out there and very, very, very impactful to the team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's good. That's all I had to ask, but you have a good day.
You're good, bro. Are you? Do you work or are you in school?
No. I just got home from school.
Nice. What grade are you in?
I'm in 8th grade.
You're in what grade?
8th grade.
Dude, that's a sweet grade. So high school next year, are you stoked on it? Are you playing any sports?
Yeah, I play ball.
You play basketball?
Yeah.
Nice. How's the season going right now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
How's your season going right now?
Oh, it's going really good.
Good, bro. What position you play? You play the 3?
Yeah, I play shooting guard.
I knew it, bro. I could just tell by your voice that you play the shooting guard. Are you working a lot on your fundamentals driving the lane, or are you more of a shooter?
Yeah, I'm more of a shooter, but I stick to my mid-range.
Nice, bro. Well, dog, follow along on the show so we could follow your career. You'd be the first guy to make it to the league in our fandom if you follow along and you keep balling out. But brother, we're gonna keep the show rolling. Thanks for calling, Yusuf.
All right, Yusuf. Thank
All right, peace. My guy Yusuf. There's a 2. SG at that's a 2. Shooting guard. That is true. Andrew, that is true. Steven, thank you for the follow, bro. OMG, 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 OMG. Steven with the follow. What are we doing this? We're doing this right now for Steven. I'll give you that. This is decent engagement bait. People always say that. Dude, you should have seen when I was making this list and like putting it together. It was so hard to do. It was so difficult to do. To like really balance in minutes per game and games played and usage rate and efficiency and overall team record. It was so hard to like take just the stats, but then also how often are they on the floor? And then also with team success. It was a very, very difficult list to make. And as I was making it, the only thing I could think of is how mad people were going to be. And Neckies, dude. Neckies? Neck. What up, Neck? First time chat. That means we got a brand new follower over in the Purple app on Twitch. Neck, thank you for joining the show, bro. How we feel about taking bucks? I don't do any of that stuff. Say it how you find it easiest. All right, Neck. It's just weird because I have a friend named Nacky. Not really. I don't know. Who's your team? I'm a Lakers fan, bro. I'm a Lakers fan. Today's been such a very, very, very interesting day. I don't know where my head is at. It's been a very difficult day for me to get along. It started too much in sports. So a lot of this show, I just try to be silly and goofy and hilarious and have a good time with it. I want to be a little princess. I'm daddy's little girl. I'm the dude that left a long comment on your How Are the Clipper Fans IG reel. Should we look at it right now live on the show, dude? If you want to, we could look at it live, but if you have sensitive personal information on there, I doubt we do. Coming from a Knicks fan, Evan. How in God's green earth is Tyrese Maxey and Donovan Mitchell better than Cade Cunningham this season? How's Maxey and Donovan Mitchell better than Cade? I've said it a few times, but Maxey, I have him that high just because of how much he plays. If you want, that's fine. He plays a lot of minutes. He plays every single game. And then Spider Mitchell, bro. Spider Mitchell's been amazing. I know Cade has been absolutely balling out. I just like, who are you going to lower on this list? Cade, I'm with you, dude. I think Cade should be higher on this list. But when I was making the list, dude, I was having a very difficult time. I think I can honestly flip-flop Wemby and Cade, and this list would be better, in my opinion. Evan. Love your thoughts on that. Jaylen Brown's shot chucker. That sounds like a racial slur. He's just a shot chucker. Oh, he ain't nothing. He's just a shot chucker. Doesn't that sound? Ba, 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 da, da, da. I posted a clip a while ago, like asking how are their Lakers fans. I was just so confused at how are their Clippers fans? Oh, is it this one? Is it Brody? Is it my guy Brody? Danny, thank you for the follow. He said, this is my least favorite sports take for Clippers fans. Growing up, Lakers tickets were unaffordable to most people in the LA area. All of these takes are stuff that have happened recently. It's much better to be a loyal fan than jump off the team when you're supposed to all of your life. No reason to shame loyalty. Bro, that is a fantastic take. That is oh, never mind. I don't know how people oh, it's so funny. I don't know how people became Clippers fans seeing how much of a Lakers hive mind LA is, but Clippers fans still exist because people understand that most important thing is liking sports is loyalty to a team. If your team never scores a point again and loses every game 100-0, and the team bombs your grandparents' house, you still will never switch. It's true. Dude, I'm an Angels fan. I'm an Angels fan, bro. So trust me, I know what it's like to lose a few games. As long as Brown is first, I'm good. You think Brown should win MVP? Says, yeah, Chad. I actually do. Anaheim, dude. Anaheim, neck. Anaheim till I die. Anaheim Angels are the champions of baseball. I still know the call that the play-by-play guy had in the World Series. Here's the pitch to Lawson. Fly ball center field. Erstad says he's got it. Erstad makes the catch. The Anaheim Angels are the champions of baseball. I'll never forget that moment. 2001. 2002? Just forgot it. Classic, Vini. Classic, classic, classic. Where would you put LaMelo Ball with their success so far? I wouldn't even have him as the most impactful Hornet. I don't even think I'd have him as the most impactful Hornet. Give me Cockbrenner. Well, what is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Yo, man, it's Matt from Cincinnati.
Matt from Cincinnati. I believe you've called into the show before. Matt from Cincinnati, so you know to keep it clean and keep it quick and keep it fun. You're calling into the show. What do you want to talk about today?
I just see your list bullet update, and I got Donovan Mitchell on there. I love to see that.
Got to have Donovan Mitchell on players this season. Now, I think the other list I had a couple days ago or weeks ago was just players in the NBA. But in terms of impact this season, the season they're having right now, Spida Mitchell has been unbelievable this year.
I want to call you talk about he's got Jaylen Brown number one. And I agree with you there. He's been a beast this season, been underappreciated his whole career.
Yeah.
Do you think that's his team now? You know, with Tatum coming back in, or do you think that's just kind of a awful, kind of like a weird thing to bring up?
Dude, I absolutely think that the world believes it's Jason Tatum's team when he comes back. 100% the media, the world, Celtics fans, everyone believes that's Jason Tatum's team. There's only one guy in the world that doesn't, and his name is Jaylen Brown. If you don't think that these guys have the biggest egos in the world, you just don't know ball. Jaylen Brown is not going to give up the rock to Jason Tatum when he comes back. And I know people are talking about Tatum potentially not being all the way back when he returns, but next year, Jaylen Brown's not like, oh yeah, I'm going to just be the number 2 guy. No, Jaylen Brown wants to be the number 1 guy. I think absolutely when Tatum comes back this year, it will remain Brown's team. But next year, bro, I think we're going to have some contentious relationships over there in Boston.
You know, I kind of think that too. You know, they've been playing together their whole career and kind of managed. You know, they've come out publicly and say this is really no one's team. It was a 2-man operation. We played together, but I think, you know, this 1 year of Tatum being gone, it's just been Jaylen Brown's team. They're still the 2 seed. They're still doing great.
Yeah.
And Jaylen Brown has said, I think maybe like 5 or so times, this has been the most fun he's ever had playing basketball. This is his favorite year. Do you think?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like Tatum's got to see that a little bit. Be like, oh, really? Is this your favorite year?
Yeah.
You know, he's played the year without him. He thinks, oh, I can really do this on my own. Like you saw with Kyrie and LeBron in 2017. Kyrie's playing so good. Like, oh, I did this without him. I can do it without him. again.
Yeah. We've seen it happen over and over again. I think I'll even go a bit further. If the roles were reversed, if Brown was out and Tatum was in, and Tatum had the exact same stats that Jaylen Brown has this year, I think he would be the runaway MVP favorite.
You think it's just like the name that's getting Jaylen Brown, or what people think of him, their preconceived notions?
Well, the people who make up
MVP discussion.
Well, the people who vote the MVP are the writers, and some of the writers they're some of the dumbest people in the world.
They're heavily biased. I think it's Or MVP just always been a very narrative-driven award.
Yeah, and so you watch the games, right? You watch basketball.
Mm-hmm.
As a fan of the sport, you know how difficult it is to watch every team, right?
Impossible.
It's impossible. And so,
I mean,
and you and I, we've got youth, we've got vitality, we have league pass. Some of these writers are like 72 years old, bro. Like, you think
someone will flat out say, I don't watch that much basketball.
It's tough, dude. And some of these writers, they just go by narrative. And so when they hear the name Jaylen Brown, they know him as the number 2. So they're not going to put him in the MVP discussion. But if they hear the name Jason Tatum, they go, "Oh, I know he's a number 1."
You think after this year, maybe they play a little bit next year, Jaylen Brown wants to. I think he's very aware of what the media and people say about him. I think he cares about that a lot. I think he plays out this year, and then next year he's like, I want to be my own superstar. I want to have my own team. I want people to respect me as much as they respect Tatum in Boston.
Yeah, I don't think Jaylen Brown will retire a Celtic. I'll put it that way. I think one of the best options for him next year you can go.
How many guys like are going to retire right now on the team they play on, especially in the league now? It's loyalty is not. There's no real benefit in loyalty to the player. I would say you see that in James Harden. He says he doesn't really care about it. Like why should they? When the culture
he said it straight to the media.
Players' greatness is determined by rings and MVPs. Sometimes they got to change scenery.
Yeah, I think when I picture Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown on another team, I think he would be really good if he took over the Warriors and just allowed Steph to just be a shooter.
Curry gets, who knows how long Curry's got left?
Yeah, I think there are some opportunities for Jaylen Brown to potentially win a ring somewhere. Dude, I can even see like the Mavs. The Mavs would be really interesting. But Matt, you're the absolute man. Is there anything you wanted to say on your way out?
Cavs are winning these. Cavs are winning the title this year.
Cavs winning these. Cavs winning the title. Absolutely love it. Donovan Mitchell, MVP, bro. Give it up for Spida. Matt, thanks for calling in, bro. We're going to keep it rolling, okay?
Hey, God bless you. Have a good night.
God bless. Peace. What up, Mop? Going to win Detroit or Oklahoma? Detroit. OKC is not playing Shea. They're not playing Chet. They're not playing Hardenstein. They're not playing Caruso. But I didn't realize stream was back up. Unruly, yes, we're here. You missed so much. Not really. It's been all TikTok calls. But it has been fun. Marco Rantaruti. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. Please keep it clean. Let the people know your name and where you're calling from.
What's going on? I'm Alex. I'm calling from Notre Dame, Indiana.
Alex from Notre Dame, Indiana?
Yeah.
So what's up with you guys and these Notre Dame people getting an automatic bid to the playoffs next year if they're ranked in the top 12?
Oh man, we don't have to talk about that, but
let's move on.
Go into that. We deserve it. That's all I'll tell you.
Okay, well I'm a USC fan, bro, so I beg to differ.
Oh jeez, I almost went to USC, so
you guys are running away from us. You guys are scared to play the Trojans now.
We beat the Trojans every single time, actually.
Dude, it was in a monsoon. Marcus Freeman's hair was falling off during the game.
Lincoln Riley was actually the one who ended the whole entire series.
Okay, all right. It was funny, too, because you were like, I don't want to talk about it. And I'm like, I'm going to bait him into it. And then now I'm the one who's getting out of it.
I can't not talk about it.
Dude, it's tough. I have this take, and I don't even know if I agree with it until Saturdays roll around. But I care more about college football than I do the NFL just because of what it means to me.
I did, too. And I'm an Eagles fan, so I see a lot of titles. But
dude, you've seen a lot of success. Like, I'm a Bolts fan and a Trojan fan. no one makes me more upset than the USC Trojans do.
Yeah.
And that's
I was on the verge of tears when they missed the playoffs. So.
I bet that was a tough one. It probably was good to see Miami though, like go to the Natty. At least you're like, yeah, that was a good team.
I don't know. Indiana winning was cool, I guess. I don't really love Mendoza. Can't lie. I'm not a big Mendoza guy.
I feel you. It's got to be really weird too to be the second best team in the state of Indiana.
No, we definitely are. I'll agree with that. We wouldn't have beat Indiana in the playoffs. I don't think that was going to happen. But
Yeah,
I do
they're
think
solid.
we had a good run enough.
Yeah, you guys did. I think Marcus Freeman will be around for a couple more years before he goes to the NFL. So
Hopefully.
you guys are in a good spot. But Alex, you're calling into the show today. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah. So you had I'm a Sixers fan. You
Okay.
got Maxey at 2, and I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. I don't even know if I'd put him top 5 right now.
Really?
His efficiency has been bad since All-Star break, like really bad. And in games without Embiid, he looks pretty awful. Like we're losing to teams like the Pelicans, the Kings, bad teams. If anything, I think you can make the argument that Embiid is a lot more valuable to the Sixers than Maxey is.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would say that. My thing with putting Tyrese this high is like he is putting up points. He is
He's the
this
leading
season,
point scorer, right?
averaging 29, 4, and 7. He's facilitating well. He's rebounding. He plays half decent defense. My big thing is he's only missed 2 games and he's on the floor for 39 minutes a game. Like he's
I
there.
think part of the reason his efficiency's gone down is because Nick Nurse is playing him 40 minutes a game. I'm not gonna lie, he can't really handle that. So.
Dude, I think it's a huge reason. You mentioned the efficiency numbers. If he let's say he's playing 39 right now. If he was playing 34, so if he was playing 5 minutes less and getting that much more rest, he would be a top efficiency guy.
Yeah.
And VJ Edgecombe, I think, bro, when the Sixers were rolling at the beginning of the season, that's when VJ Edgecombe was on another level, and he's really, really come back down to earth recently.
Yeah. No, recent past couple games he's been playing really well, but I'm not gonna lie. And I know he's a rookie, but I don't see a lot of discourse about how VJ kind of fell off a little bit. The shooting numbers, obviously he's still that 3-and-D guy, but I think people saw him as like a Dwayne Wade, Jimmy Butler type, and I see him more now as like a Victor Oladipo.
Yeah.
Maybe Jimmy Butler if everything goes to plan.
The thing that I got worried about was he played the first, month or 2 of the season absolutely fearlessly. I've seen him be hesitant.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But the season that Sixers are having, Embiid when he was playing, and it's just a shin contusion, he should be fine. Dude, he was jumping in the gym. Like, Embiid looks good this year, bro. If Tyrese can keep the ship afloat, and if Embiid gets healthy, and if VJ Edgecombe gets his juice back, and Paul George comes back from his steroid use.
Playing well when he was in.
Yeah, he was. Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if they beat the Knicks in round 1 or if they beat the Cavs in round 1.
Maybe the Knicks. Maybe. That's a huge maybe. I really don't know. And I'm a homer. Like I'm a real homer. I'm not like like I was the guy in like 2021 that thought they were going to win the title.
Yeah.
Same with 2019.
Yeah.
I don't know about this year. I just don't know why. I think there needs to be some change. I really don't know what it is. I think new owner, honestly. That's where it starts, at the top.
Dude, if we're already going to new owner mode, Philly's in shambles right now. Brother, my guy Alex from Notre Dame, this was an awesome call. Thank you so much for calling in, bro. We're going to keep things rolling, though. Tonight we have, what was I going to say? Tonight we have, call ended. I guess that was my bad. I was on the page that I was looking for. Alex, thank you for the call. That was awesome, dude. Nick, that's a fantastic question. I was rolling with that conversation with Alex, and then I saw your chat about why aren't Luka and Ant all caps like the others, and I don't have an answer for you. I'm actually very sad about it. I'm going to use the restroom real quick, fellas, so I'll be back in just a moment. While we do, let's watch rookie Jokic highlights. Let's watch rookie Jokic highlights because these stumbled across my timeline. And I absolutely just wanted to just revel in the fact that my guy Jokic's been doing this for as long as he has. Also, shout out to Jonathan Kuminga for putting up 27 points in his Hawks debut.
He's got some stuff, folks. Jokic will shoot. No, he'll give it to Gallo. No! Yeah, Gallo in the corner. Jokic
Great call. Alex, you're the man. I'm going to use the restroom, guys, but my mic will pick it all up.
Instead of putting up the shot. Moutier. Jokic has it back. Oh, for the shoulder to Gallo. He's got great touch, doesn't he? Swing it underneath the phone. Marie. In and out. Jokic with the steal. Down the middle, and they forget to go get it. Underneath the rim. Gets it back. Behind us by one here. Jokic going to try another three. Big fella out of the backcourt. Across the timeline. He's in on. He misses. 21 seconds remaining. 7th rebound to Jokic. To Nurkic. Bacon eggs in here, but then the move. There's around the screen. Jokic has to take the fake. Jokic tries to spin. Shoots the fade away. That's against Porzingis. Up and under. Jokic. Gave up his dribble. Sneaks in. Moutier to Jokic. And the extra pass. Moutier dump it to Jokic. Oh, pretty good pass under Gallinari. Here's Jokic.
That sounded insane again.
Jokic.
You, said Boogie. Proof I'll watch anything. Bill Cosby's in the stream, guys. Shout out to Bill Cosby. Or shout down to Bill Cosby. I'm really thrown off today, I'm not going to lie. Today's been a weird one. Today's been a weird show. But we're watching. What is happening? Cars is still on? Jokic 1, Luka 2, not even close. What is this, bro? Jokic averaging 30, 12, and 11. He's also missed 16 games, Brady. He's also missed 16 games. Next says, I'm Serbian, so I know Jokic since the Mega days. Really? You've known Jokic for a long, long time. I'm Serbian as well. Serbian and Croatian. That's where I get my heritage. That's where I get my pretty eyes, I think. Ant is not top 5 this year, dude. Ant is having dude, trust me. If I was just to build a franchise right now, Ant would be a guy who I'd want to build around. Top 4, at least. But in terms of this season, what he's done on the court, nah. He doesn't have those playmaking numbers he usually does. He's been scoring the ball well. You know the language at all? No, not at all. Nick, I was actually just thinking about this today when I was in the shower. The verb conjugation, get over yourself, paprika. Verb conjugation, oops, get over yourself. That is so lame. In America, like the verb to want, it's want, wants, or wanted. So simple. It's singular, it's plural, it's past tense. When I'm learning a different language and I have to conjugate verbs, get out of here. Why are you making it so hard on me? Why are you making it so hard on yourself? I don't care how to say it for a woman or how to say it for a man. I don't care how to say it for you or to me. I don't care how to say us or we. Nosotros. What the heck is nosotros? Spanish sucks, dude. I wish I knew Spanish. I wish that I was able to learn it. I had such a difficult time learning Spanish. What's up, Jimmy? I had such a difficult time learning Spanish because of verb conjugations. Get out of here with that. There's a simple way to speak. Singular, plural, past tense. That's English for you. And people say English is a hard language to learn. I understand that it's a hard language to learn. I think every language is a hard language to learn. But verb conjugations, you got one word. You got to play, bro. Yo, you want to play? We played. Those boys over there. The movie Plays. That was a horrible example. To play in Spanish. In Spanish, bro. I gotta say jugar. I gotta say yo juego. Tú juegas. Él, ella, usted juega. Nosotros jugamos. Vosotros jugáis. Ellos, ellas, ustedes juegan. That's too much to learn. There's too many things to learn. It should be play, plays, played. And then there's the future tense. Juegare, juegarás, juegará, juegamos, juegaré, juegarán. I don't have time to learn all of that. I would love to learn Spanish. I would love it. I would love to be well spoken. Hey, Max, I would love to be able to say the words I'm saying now en español. I would love to be able to be multilingual. It'd be so sick. It'd be so cool. The ladies would love it. But too many verbs. Conjugating, get out of here. Conjugating shouldn't be a thing. All languages eliminate conjugations. And I'm in. I'm in to learn all the languages as long as we get out of conjugations. It's stupid. It makes smart kids feel, I'm going to say the R word. I'm going to say the R slur. I'm going to say the R slur on this. Ways to say want in Serbian. Zalim, zalis, zali, zele, zelele, zalili, zalili. It's too many. Dude, want, wants, wanted. Bro, I want to play. Dude, to say double verb in Spanish, how do you even, what is, it's like, yo está juego. Too many things. Look at Dame Time's latest IG post on Ruli. Oh no, oh no. Yo, you know how we were talking about bodies Monday? Because Ant low-key got a good body. Oreo, what the helly are you even talking about?
Chill.
Bro, talking about Ant-Man's body. Is this about sports or Spanish? Blicky Rubio, sick name. Dude, this show's about everything. This show's about life. This show's about liberty. This show's about mainly the pursuit of happiness. The movie. Dude, a whole live stream about the pursuit of happiness would be the most boring thing ever. Ant over Cade, not even close. No. Maybe, yeah, yes, in the grand scheme, absolutely, but not this year. Spurs versus Toronto tonight, easy BTA. I don't know. Toronto's a good team. Since you got a little Serbian in you, you know everything about Serbian basketball derby. It's probably the biggest basketball event outside of the USA. I do not know anything about the basketball derby. Neck. You should join the Discord, though, and hit me up about some funny stuff like that, because it'd be funny if I was like the #1 Serbian basketball show. Someone's like, oh, have you been watching the derby? And I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, TBWZ covers the derby a lot. It'd be funny. I DM'd you the Dame clip. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, sweet boy. Thank you, sexy. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. On TikTok or Instagram? Instagram. This isn't going to get me in trouble, is it? Imagine if a single word erased is the caption right now for the first thing he says. What's my opinion on cashews? Cover that next.
Erased your identity and reduced you to a stereotype. That's what the R word does.
Okay. All right. Just take it easy here. Let's just take it easy here, Dame, because that is not the word I thought he was gonna be talking about. Let's just
Let's think twice and replace it with word.
Well, now I see that this is a Special Olympics post. Okay. All right. The funny thing is, though, this is a brand deal. Paprika. This is a brand deal. So the Special Olympics rolled out a bunch of dough like a little Debbie would. They gave Damian Lillard a bag and said, hey, here's the script. What that's what the R word does. We're talking about the R word right now.
Words that show respect and compassion. Hearing the R.
I know, Nick. I don't know why. Why does our Discord link not work? Why does our Discord link not work at all? There it is. Your invite link expires in 7 days. That's expire after never. Holy crap. Why would I ever not want it to be ever? What am I saying? Oh, just me and Oreo talking. How do I do this now? Give me that womp womp. I'll accept that. I'll allow that. All right, I'll do it later. I need to restart this whole video. Yo, LeBron is GOAT. Thank you for the follow. You are the man. No Kawhi. Not me.
Imagine if a single word erased your identity and reduced you to a stereotype.
Okay.
That's what the R word does.
Well,
let's think twice and replace it with words that show respect and compassion. Hearing the R
so clearly reading off a teleprompter, you can the best is you could just hear the people in the background talking during it.
Imagine if a single
video player on Instagram stinks.
Single word erased your identity and reduced you to a stereotype. That's what the R word does. Let's think twice and replace it with words that show respect.
Listen to the silence after this.
And compassion.
Oh?
Hearing the R word used casually or as an insult is hurtful. It devalues people with intellectual disabilities. Let's choose language that unifies rather than divides.
Yeah.
Imagine if
that was it? No music behind it or anything? This was definitely for Kevin Durant. He posted this because of Kevin Durant. Right? This makes me want to say it so bad. This makes me want to scream it from the mountaintops.
Single word erased your identity and reduced you to a stereotype. That's what the R word does. Let's think twice and replace it with words that show respect and compassion.
The reason they couldn't make this video about the N-word is because they all say it. Because the N-word, as divisive as it is also unifying. Like, you never, it's... We're just having a whole discussion about the word. I can't even say it right now because I'm on TikTok Live. And I'll get in big trouble if I say it on there. Holy crap, huge trouble. I'm gonna go off live just so I can say the word. All right, guys, we're still on Twitch. At Take Back with Zach on Twitch if you guys want to keep watching the show. Thank you so much for all your support. And if you didn't like it, well, whatever. All right, love you guys. Bye. See ya. See you over on Twitch. This Damian Lillard video is awesome, dude. Saying retarded is horrible. The best part is the people who get offended by the word retarded are let's talk about words. Let's talk about words. Let's just talk about all of the words. The word retarded, for example, or let's start with the word gay. So, a lot of people at one point in their life use the word gay to describe something as lame. So instead of saying lame, you'd say that's gay. Bro, I'm sorry I can't kick it. My mom said I have to hang out with my Aunt Kathy. That's so gay. That's how you would say it. That would be the equivalent of lame. Retarded was also utilized in such a capacity, i.e., sorry I can't hang out. My mom said I have to hang out with my Aunt Kathy. Dude, that's retarded. But that was more derogatory than gay. Huh. Gay was just more like, that's gay. Or, dude, you're being gay. Is like you're being lame. I don't actually mean you're being homosexual when I say that. It's like, bro, you're being so lame. Why are you being so gay? When you say you're being retarded, that is more derogatory. That is like someone going, hey, you're being a stupid idiot. You're being actually retarded right now. It's a far more derogatory word to the person that you're saying it, but it also has such a cadence and a ring to it. Retarded. It's like a 3-syllable word that just has a bump and a bounce to it. That is nice. I've never met or been around. Here's the thing. If you were if you're white and you're really mad at a black person, you know what you can say? You shouldn't say it, but you can call them that. That's like your last resort. Yeah, you stupid. And we see it all the time. When people get frustrated with black people in public, sometimes they just, they scream it. Because that's their last line of defense, is calling them the N-word. That, like the girl on the subway. Absolutely, XD. Exactly like the girl on the subway. Her last line of defense, she had nothing else to do, nothing else to fight with except the N-word. So she used it and she threw it out of here. There will never be a situation in your life where you're so mad at a person with Down syndrome that you go, you retard. Because Down syndrome people don't make you mad. Dude, seeing a Down syndrome person in public is like seeing like a puppy at Target. You're like, aw, it's nice. It's refreshing to see. You're like, there they are, out and about. My favorite part is when they're alone. I'm just like, homie's just out here killing it, riding the bus, doing his thing. But you're never going to use it in a derogatory term towards the actual person that it is being offensive towards. You're never going to like actually call a retarded person a retard. That's just bad taste. That is just poor taste. I think if you're utilizing the word to describe yourself, I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so retarded. That is chill. If you're using it to describe other people, it can get offensive. And I'm not here to offend people. I think ultimately the verse of the day was literally Matthew 22, 37 through 39. When he's talking to the Pharisees, it's love your neighbor as yourself. I think part of that is like, love your neighbor as yourself. Ultimately, like, what do you want to be called? What do you not want to be called? What should you be calling people? I think calling your friends retarded is funny. But ultimately, after a while, like, you know, I have some friends who we ragged on pretty hard for a while. And then, you know, at one point they like blow up and like, don't stop saying that. And you're like, whoa, I didn't know I was offending you. Getting a call right now. I've got debt collectors after me, bro. Dude, falling into debt stinks. What was I saying? Oh yeah, retarded. I ultimately understand what Damian Lillard is doing with the Special Olympics people, although I will say it is slightly disingenuous because he's getting paid to do this and he's reading off a teleprompter, so you can tell he actually doesn't care at all about the word, and it's one of those, it's like it is a funny word. It's funny to call your friends that. It's funny to call yourself that. It's funny sometimes to say the situation is. There you go, XD. That is a true brother right there. It's just funny they had him do a whole ad read for it. The caption is really funny too. Too often people use words that erase someone's identity and reduce them to a stereotype. That's what the R word does. Also, saying the R word is really, 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 really funny. Saying the R word is very, very funny. As if it's such a nasty thing that you have to say R word. Or when people say F slur, that one I get. Like, that's not a nice thing to call people. Or a gay guy in any sort of way. That is used derogatorily. Retard was at first the scientific description of those with Down syndrome. It was a scientific descriptor. Just like I don't get mad at my, you know, retard was originally like a scientific description of those with Down syndrome. We didn't have another word. Even to this day, I don't know what we call them. Down syndrome people? Adding people to the end of anything, for me, makes it feel a lot more racist or a lot more derogatory. Like, going from midget to little people, bro, you put people at the end of anything, it sounds a little bit more derogatory to me. XD1 wants me to change the subject so bad. I got these posters from the bookstore. Caption's really, really funny, dude. Take the pledge, spread the word. There's a pledge. Is choosing words rooted in respect, dignity, and compassion. There's a pledge. Dude, you could just... I call them my Down syndrome goons. That's a good name for them, Max. Max, hey. OKC in Detroit just tipped off. Cade Cunningham has the rock at the top of the key. Dribble, drive, pursuit, stolen. Isaiah Joe. To Dort. Oh, the other Jalen Williams is playing. Oh, gosh, dude. I don't like him. Oh, are both Jalen's in right now? No, it's Cason Wallace. Yeah, nobody's in right now. It used to be the scientific word to describe them was retarded. He's retarded. And it's also a word that has another meaning in the English dictionary, whereas all of the other slurs don't have any other meaning aside from just being derogatory, except for the F slur, I guess you could call a bundle of sticks, but nobody's calling it that nowadays. Like, I don't get mad at my... You know, it's something that for some people it was grandfathered in. Like, I don't get mad at my grandpa when he would call Asian people Orientals. That's how he grew up, right? They didn't grow up saying... They did also grow up saying Negroes. They would call them Negroes. That is how they grew up in their vernacular. But there's not... But, like, if you're 70 years old and someone switches it up on you and they're like, hey, you can't call them retards anymore, I'd be like this. Yeah, I can. That's what I would say. There was a girl with Down syndrome and 1/3 of her brain was missing due to a seizure when she was really young, and my friend was messing with her chair going forward, and it bumped the girl a little, and she had that, and she said that she was sexually assaulted. I feel bad, but bro. Mid-history class, by the way. Wow. Playing with... Dang. They are fun to play with. All right. I always forget how loud it's going to be. Today has been a very, very, very difficult day for me because of the internet issues that we had to start the show. Shout out to you guys for battling through it with me. And for those of you who just popped in just now or like recently and within the last hour, you've been like, what issues are you talking about? We started the show. We're now about 2 hours into it. The first 45 minutes, I had just no internet service. I almost quit on the show. I almost just gave up. I started planning my day around not doing the show, and it really threw me off. XD1, that story is so sad, but also, brother. Damian Lillard is just staring at me right now. It's funny, too, because when Unruly sent me the DM or told me to look it up, I thought it was going to be like Dame announcing like he's retiring or something weird like that. She accused other people, too. Well, she's retarded, so. Like, you're going to believe her? That's what I would say. I'd say this. But you're going to believe her? I'd say this. You're going to believe her? I'm checking my views right now. I have a wheel of topics. I'm so sorry. I've just been so thrown off all day. I think I'm just going to spin the wheel a little bit, guys. Have some fun with that. But I really, really don't want to. I couldn't care less about the things. NBA MVP race, Aaron Rodgers, where he's going to play the Vikings, Travis Kelce, AJ Brown. I don't care about any of these things. Sometimes I write this show and I come up with things to talk about all day, every day. And there's so much action that I have to talk about. My mic is... There's so much stuff that like I write and I'm like, this is what I'm going to talk about today. This is where I'm going. And then I get to it and I'm like, I don't care at all about this stuff. Of course I'm interested in the World Baseball Classic next. I'm huge on baseball. Which leads me to my disappointment as an Angels fan. I really have my Angels hat back here. What Artie Moreno is doing and saying in the media about Angels fans, you're dead wrong. Me and my friends were making fart sounds with our mouth in class, and she crashed out because she thought we were ripping straight ass on her and told the principal on us. The principal was like, "What's wrong?" They were farting on me. Oops. Okay. Yeah, next, if you want to call into the show, the number's at the bottom of the screen, 213-352-5216. The Thunder are low-key. Whoever they have on their bench, they're fine, dude. Oh. Jalen Goofy Zesty Williams is hurt. As Amen Thompson throws a lob up to Jalen Duren. They're ripping straight ass is so funny. We're ripping straight ass on her. It's like, yo, teach. I've typed, I cannot call American call numbers. My operator will send a drone strike on me. That is true. That is true. Are you able to Discord voice call? Is that a thing? Or you just type. It's all good. Are you in Serbia right now, bro? But I stand as I speak. Noah Lyles said nothing wrong. Are you talking about when he was talking about world championship and why when they win an NBA title or like a title in the NHL, they're like, also, yes, I'm in Serbia. That's so awesome. Dude, Neck, that's crazy, bro. That's so awesome. Vini's gone international. Hey-o! Vini's gone international. Technically, like one of our first listeners was a Portuguese man. We have Idro who pops in once in a while. Yeah, we're international. We're the first international sports show of all time. It's almost 2 a.m. That's so awesome. Did I mention that girl tried to force a kiss on one of my friends that she accused? So she was trying to kiss your boy? Question. XD. Answer this as truthfully as possible. Is she bad? Yeah, but here's the thing. Is she bad? Yeah, she is. Of course she is. Neck. I don't know why. The reason that I think Noah Lyles is getting on about that is because he values what he does more than what NBA players do when they win championships. So when I hear that when Noah Lyles a few years ago was like, he's like, man, why are they calling it a world championship? Against who? America? There ain't no one else playing. I'm like, yeah, I totally hear that. I totally understand that. I understand the need for global competition, and we get it in the Olympics. We have the global competition thing. But ultimately, you know, in soccer, they have a thing called Champions League, and I think a lot of people value Champions League as one of the highest achievements for a club because all of the leagues across Europe, whether it's the EPL or La Liga or the Bundesliga, they all value those clubs as equally pretty much good. Like, all of those clubs are equally solid, right? Or, I mean, all those leagues are held in high regard. On a global platform, the NBA is held in the highest regard of basketball. It's held in the highest regard. The NHL, although the KHL is not super far behind, the NHL is the highest regard. In baseball, the Japanese Baseball League is huge. It's very good. It's great competition, but the MLB is here, right? We don't even have to talk about the NFL. The reason that those sports call themselves world champions when they win is because in those leagues, those are regarded as the best leagues in the world. That's my thought on it. I don't think he was comparing himself to NBA players. Nice try, XD. You think she's hot? I think ultimately you don't say that unless you are attempting to like devalue what another person has done. Yeah, but in soccer they still don't call the UCL winners champions of the world. They call them champions of Europe. And they can become champions of the world because they do have a competition where they play the rest of the world. Yeah, that is a thing once they win that one, but the winner of the World Cup is the world champion of soccer, if you will, but it only happens every 4 years. I think If the other leagues across the world were as big as the NBA, teams would be, or players from those countries would want to play in those leagues. Yeah, world champion and then club world champion. The club world champion of the Champions League plays what? Like, who do they play to determine the club world champion? They play the winner of like the South America version of Copa, right? Do they play the Copa team? The Copa winner? Which Copa America is not even, I wouldn't even have Copa America as like held in high, as high a regard as I do Champions League. I hate to do this to you guys, but I have to talk about the Angels. I have to talk about the Angels for a long time, probably. Like the rest of the show, maybe. Should I put on my... I plan on clipping this out. Do you think I should put on my Angels hat when I do my Angels take? NASA's Asia, Africa, and Oceania. Yeah, but they always... They pretty much will always win. Should I do my Angels take in my Angels hat? Do you think that would like... So then, like, idiots scrolling would be like, oh, yeah, hey, Angels fan. I'm a team of that. I'm a fan of that guy. Yeah. I'm also the only guy on the internet who'd be wearing an Angels hat. I've obviously, when I go and seek out Angels content and stuff like that, I see other Angel, like, shows out there. Like, there's some good ones. South America is a very close second. Yeah, South America is good. They play good ball, and they pay their guys well. You know, the only reason I think the MLS could ever potentially be as good as some other leagues across the world is because they pay their players a lot of money. XG1, probably not. Probably not. I'm gonna actually say no on that one. Artie Moreno. Pull it up so I don't misquote the loser. Artie Moreno said that the number one thing that fans want is affordability. They want affordability, they want safety, they want a good experience when they come to the ballpark. Believe it or not, winning is not in their top 5. Artie Moreno says Angels fans that our priorities are not necessarily winning. Like, winning is not the number one thing for an Angels fan. And I actually agree with him. As a man, my entire life, my first sports memory was in 2002 when the Angels won the World Series. I was 6 years old. My dad had me out in the front yard. The entire front yard was doing sparklers and poppers, those little like popper thingies, and sparklers and fireworks, and people were cheering and playing music and honking their horns and their car. Like, one of the first sports memories I had was the Anaheim Angels winning the World Series. I care more about that team than I do any other team. And the way that you know that you care about a team more than any other is like, what happens when they lose? How do you react when they lose? The Angels are my team. The Angels are my squad. They are the number one thing I care about more than anything. Every single year I find hope. I find belief. I find care. My second team is the USC Trojans football team. That's just what I grew up with. Artie Moreno says that winning is not the number one priority for Angels fans. And guess what, brother? You're right. He is 100% right. Winning is not Angels fans' number one priority. As an Angels fan myself, I can attest to this. The number one priority for Angels fans is Artie Moreno selling the team. That's number one. The loudest I've heard this fan base in the past decade was when we traded Shohei Ohtani. Or not, sorry. The loudest I've heard this fan base in the past decade was losing Shohei Ohtani, and every single game I go to when people yell, sell the team. When people wear shirts that say, sell the team. When there's posters in the crowd, 4-year-olds holding up posters and banners that say, sell the team. Neck, that hurts my feelings so bad, but yes, you're right. the number one priority for true Angels fans is getting Artie to sell the team. He's the one who doesn't care about winning. The hard part is when you ask players, when they survey players and they talk about destinations, most MLB players are highly concerned with winning games. They want to win. They don't want to sit around and be on teams that don't have a chance to compete and don't have a chance to win rings. Because baseball is a tough sport, dude. It's a tough sport to not enjoy. It's a really, really, really grueling 162 games a year. It's hard to play 162 games and not care about it a little bit. It's hard to play 162 and not care about winning. Or at least have the proposition of winning. When baseball really heats up in October, man, there's really nothing better. The Reds last year, just to make it to get the 7 seed, bro. What the Reds did last year just to get the 7 seed was so fun. It wasn't easy. It was a hard-fought battle just to get there, dude. And I have the utmost respect for the Reds and what they put together. Yeah, then they got blown out by the Dodgers, but the fans didn't care. The fans weren't sitting here sad and mad that they got blown out by the Dodgers. Reds fans in Cincinnati were just stoked they made the playoffs. We're just stoked they won because ultimately, I just said it's grueling on the players itself playing 162. This sounds so stupid. It's grueling on the fans too to follow 162. It's an easy sport to just forget about, right? And you can just check out and forget about it because you get bored with it. Do not mention the last year Reds, bro. Good squad. My friend plays for them. My friend Matt plays on the Reds. Good dude. Got me tickets last year when I went. He's the homie. He's great at baseball. A true pro. And just being around him. Oh yeah, Neck, that's hilarious. Being around him and growing up around him, I know what it takes to become an MLB player. I didn't have it. I didn't have the drive. There's some bad owners in sports, dude. There's some bad owners in sports. I also think Artie Moreno, man. I hate to be an apologist, especially a billionaire apologist, but so here it is, dude. They have it on the screen right now. The Thunder are 12-4 without SGA in the past 2 years. XD, yes, dude. Absolutely yes. Thunder passing the rock around. Deep three, banger. Dude, something happens when a team has no players for whatever reason, the bench just goes absolutely off, dude. That's what's happening right now. They're up 4 right now in Detroit. And a travel? I haven't seen a travel called in so long. Anaheim is a top destination for a lot of players in the league. Bro, they are close enough to LA to be in the LA stuff if they want to be, right? I know a whole lot of players who do. Orange County is one of the most beautiful places in America. Most of the Angels live in Newport Beach, which is actual paradise, or they live in Laguna. Mike Trout lives in Pelican Hill. That's where Kobe lived. Pelican Hill, right on PCH, looking over the entire water, Emerald Bay. Bro, it's a top 5 place to live in America. Orange County. I know California has high taxes, and I know all of that stuff, but when you're a millionaire baseball player, You want to live in Cleveland or you want to live in OC? Pretty obvious. It's also an incredible place to raise kids. The schooling systems are great. The education is great. The public schools are good here. Orange County is such an amazing destination. Angel Stadium is one of the most beautiful places to play in the world, dude. The air is cleaner than LA. It's a little bit cooler than LA and Anaheim than it is in Chavez Ravine. Night games there, man. Angel Stadium, the way it's manicured, the way it's manufactured, the weather, it's one of the best ballparks to play in America. People, away players, constantly rate it in the top 3 of ballparks to play in outside of their home stadium. Every year they do a survey, and every single year, Angel Stadium is up there in the top 5 of places to play. It's got the destination, it's got the ballpark, it's got the fans, it's got the atmosphere. The Angels have everything except an owner. They have everything except Shohei Ohtani. Oh, wait, they did? They have everything except the best hitter since Mickey Mantle. Oh, they did? They do? Mike Trout? Huh. To say that fans don't care about winning... You know, when my team loses, when your team has a tough L, when you take a big loss, and it hurts for a little while, I start to feel so like, I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I so mad that this team lost? You know? It takes some time, but you get over it, right? My Chargers, we lost in the playoffs this year, in the first round of the playoffs to the Patriots. And it was really, really hard that night. It was really, really tough. I was very, very upset. I was mad, but ultimately you get over it, dude. You get over it. As an Angels fan, you're like, yeah, aren't you used to losing? I'm like, yeah, I'm used to losing. I'm used to starting every single season the exact same way and being like 4 or 5, 6 games above 500 through the first 2 months and go, hey, yeah, oh, we might win something. And then for whatever reason in July, we lose 14 games in a row. And I'm like, okay, never mind. It's over. And then towards the trade deadline, they're playing like decent baseball. And they're like, hey, are we going to be buyers or are we going to be sellers? And we never know what to do. And we sit here. And then we finish the season 25 games below 500. And we're like, oh, yeah, that's what we are. I'm used to the losing part. The part I'm not used to, and the part that makes me more mad than anything in sports, is an owner that doesn't care about his fans. Owning a team is ultimately a privilege. There are so many men and women in America. There are a ton of people out there with the means to buy teams. I know we're like, dude, the billionaires, bro. There are hundreds of people that could put together bids and put together groups, ownership groups, and can do it all on themselves to buy teams, right? There's a long line of people looking to get into the club. Just because you have the most money doesn't even mean you get a team. Jeff Bezos, he could buy the entire NFL, but he's got to wait in line to get a team. Steve Ballmer waited for a long time. The Clippers finally popped up after Adam Silver basically booted the last owner. And Steve Ballmer's like, yes, please. Now he's the richest owner in sports. It's not about being the richest in sports. It's about being the most privileged, because ultimately you don't just buy a team. You have to earn a team. You have to wait your turn. It's the only time when these billionaires have to actually wait for something that they want. They can't just go out off the store and pick it off the shelves and buy it. $34-22 at the end of the first quarter. OKC's up 12 on Detroit. All those people are like, the Thunder suck without SGA. The thing I don't get used to, though, is a person of such privilege like Artie Moreno, a person who has been able to own a team for a long period of time, a person like him attacking a person like me, attacking a person like my grandma, who every single night listens to the Angels on the radio from first pitch to last pitch, all 162, all season long. A person like her, you're telling her, who isn't even mobile enough to get to the stadium anymore, you're telling my grandma that she cares more about affordability of ticket prices and atmosphere? Get out of here. What she cares about most is this, is the logo, is the team, is the city, and it's not LA. The city's Anaheim, by the way. They're the OC Angels, they're the California Angels originally. Telling her what she tries to care about, you're right. It's not about winning games for her. The most important thing for her is you leaving, is you selling the team. You know, a couple of years ago, you were floating around that the Angels were going to be sold. I've never seen a fan base more excited. I've never seen the fan base more exuberant in my life than when we still had Sean Figgins and Vladdy Guerrero. When we still had Jose Molina and Maceurus Turris. That's the last time when this fan base was truly excited, when Garrett Anderson was leading the team in doubles. When K-Rod was still coming out of the bullpen and dominating. When John Lackey was a hero. The last time I saw this fan base as excited, last time I saw this fan base that excited, what up, Big Dot, is when you said you were potentially willing to sell the team and you were floating it out there in 2023. That's the last time this fan base was truly, truly fired up about something. The team has no direction. The team had 2 Hall of Famers on it for 4 years, couldn't even make the playoffs. And it's not the hard part with Artie Moreno, it's not like he's unwilling to spend thing. I even think that is a little bit overblown in baseball. Look at the Tampa Bay Rays. That team is always bottom 20, bottom third of the league in payroll, yet they're a perennial playoff team. The thing with Artie is he does spend money. Let's think of the big free agents he's gone out and gotten. He went out and got Pujols, paid Pujols an insane amount of money over a 10-year period. $250 over 10, I believe, which is cheap now, which is crazy. He paid Mark Teixeira a lot of money. He paid Josh Hamilton a lot of money. He paid Anthony Rendon a ton of money. None of those guys worked out. Pujols was really, really good on our team for a couple of years and a great glue guy, and I'll always love Albert Pujols. I'm glad he was an Angel. But Teixeira, he spent big on Teixeira. He spent big on Josh Hamilton. I am pretty sure we're still paying Josh Hamilton. He spent huge on Anthony Rendon, and that didn't work out. He spent big on CJ Cron. The thing about Artie Moreno that's the most frustrating is although he spends, it doesn't seem like he cares. It seems like he treats this like literally as his toy. Rather than building a baseball team, Artie Moreno just sees hitters and he's like, I want that guy. That guy can hit the baseball hard. The first Angel player ever? I do not. Rod Carew. Artie Moreno saying that Angels fans don't care about winning. He's a couple years ago he lost the fan base. A couple years ago when we didn't re-sign Shohei Ohtani and Shohei went to the Dodgers, he lost the fan base. He did. He lost it then and he lost it there. A bunch of us were already out on him. But that was the moment where the collective fan base as a whole was like, yeah, we don't like this guy. To come out and say that Angels fans don't care about winning, that's the owner of our team. That's not like a GM. That's not the head of operations. It's not the president of the team. That is the guy who owns the team, who holds the fate of our team in his hands. I know we have a GM and a baseball ops, and every team does, but ultimately every decision goes through the owner. The owner delegates. But the owner has his hands in absolutely everything. So when the guy who controls your team and essentially runs everything with the team tells you to your face, you don't care about winning, and I'm sitting here like, the only thing I care about is you leaving and winning games. To hear him say that, it's like, oh, I care about them. You don't care about me. The least an owner can do is care about his fans. It's the least you could do. I don't care if you don't spend money. It happens, dude. It's expensive. And because he has spent money. We have been a top payroll team at times. We just haven't been good. We have a horrible culture. From top to bottom, we have a horrible culture. And it makes me mad and pisses me off. First ever Angel was Serbian. Eli Gerba. Lisha. My mic is dangling. It should be more like here. Is that annoying or what, fellas? All right, it's broken. Eli Gerba. I'm mad too. Thank you, Big Dot. Thank you for being mad with me. Was an American professional baseball pitcher in Major League Baseball. He pitched for the New York Yankees in 59 and 1960 and for the Los Angeles Angels from 61 through 63. Gerba began his professional baseball career in the Boston Red Sox organization and was traded to the Yankees in 57. Eli Gerba was an American professional baseball pitcher. After 2 years in the United States Army, Gerba made his major league debut on July 10th, 1959. He was the first selection of the 1960 MLB expansion draft by the Los Angeles Angels. He was the first player selected by the Los Angeles Angels, the very first Angel ever. Gerba was born to Joseph and Eva Gerba, Serbian immigrants who lived in Chicago. He grew up on Chicago's South Side. He grew up on the O Block. His father left the family when Eli was young and was raised alone by his mother, who worked as a waitress during the day in a factory at night. Paprika and all that Angels talk. This is a sick hat, dude. Sick hat. After he graduated from Bowen, Gerba signed a professional baseball contract with the Red Sox. Bro, the Pistons cannot get a bucket. There they go. Bro. Gerba began the 1959 season with the Richmond Virginians. Bro, imagine playing for the Virgins. The Richmond Virgins of AAA. All right. In 63, Gerba had an 0-1 record in 12 games for the Angels. He stunk. Who tried to trade him to other MLB teams unsuccessfully. The Angels sold Gerba to the Hawaiian Islanders of the Pacific Coast League. Hawaiian Islanders? Hawaii had a team? A minor league baseball team based in Honolulu? Bro, I couldn't think of anything more fun than living and playing baseball in Hawaii all day. He played for the Toronto Maple Leafs of the International League and was named an All-Star. He returned to Hawaii in 65 and pitched for the Charros de Jalisco of the Mexican League in 66. This guy was bouncing around. I bet Mexico in 66 was chill. Gerba attempted to make a return to the major leagues in 67 with the White Sox. He pitched for the Indianapolis Indians of the PCL and retired after the 67 season. He had a 28-33 win-loss record and a 4.48 ERA in the MLB. He stunk. Of course, dude. The first guy that the Angels ever drafted. Of course he stinks. Gerba worked odd jobs before working for the Oakland Athletics as a scout from 69 through 71. He managed the Crushers of the Class A California League. Gerber returned to baseball in '82 as a pitching coach in minor league baseball for the Vancouver Canadians in the Milwaukee Brewers organization. He also served as a manager of the Reno Silver Sox of the California League in '89. Bro, Reno in '89. Let's make a movie about Reno in '89. In the Princeton Patriots of the Appalachian League in '90. Gerber joined the Philadelphia Phillies organization as a manager and pitching coach and became a scout for 5 years, retired in '97. Right before I was born, this guy's like, I'm over it. Gerber was married 4 times. Whoa, dude. Come on now. Gerber and his first wife, Bonnie, had 2 children. Of course her name was Bonnie. He met his 3rd wife while he worked in Vancouver. Gerber and his 4th wife, Regina, married in '93, and they lived in Florence, Alabama. Gerber died in 2019 at age 84 from pancreatic cancer. Oh, wow. Gerber drank heavily during his career and developed alcoholism. Okay. He was arrested 5 times for driving. Oh, so that's why he stunk. He was drunk. He was arrested 5 times for driving under the influence of alcohol and suffered 6 seizures relating to the alcohol use. In 2016, Gerber published a memoir, Eli Gerber, Baseball's Fallen Angel, co-written by Doug Williams, which discusses alcohol use and recovery. Shout out to him. Alcoholic Serbian athlete checks out. Next, dude. I'm so glad you're a part of this show, dude. I'm so glad you're on this team now. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the squad. Wow. Eli Gerber. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Eli. You're the absolute man. All right, I have to pee and poop. Like big time. There's one person on YouTube. I kind of had some YouTube videos I wanted to watch to close out the show. Wait, did they save? I have to actually pee and poop. I'm not going to poop though. I'm just going to pee. Oh man. I'm trying. Oh geez, I'm not in a good spot as I eat more ham and cheese and mustard. What goes better with ham and cheese than mustard? Mustard is so good. When people tell me they don't like mustard, oh, you're a child. You know, apparently, no, I can't find the thing. Apparently your like palate changes something like every 7 years. Like you become an adult, you like develop. That's why like 0 to 7, you just get chicken fingers and freaking ranch. And then like 7 to 14, you're like, okay, I'll try like chicken Alfredo. Okay, I'll try the spaghetti and meatballs, please. And then 14 to 21, you start to experiment. You're like, yo, coffee's actually pretty good. Yo, I kind of like this like dark chocolate instead of milk chocolate. Then 21 to 28, you're like, all right, sushi rocks. I'm down for sushi. Yo, fish, cool. And along the line somewhere, you're like, yeah, mustard. Love mustard. That vinegar hit. Mm-hmm. Be careful with that one. Paprika. If you don't like mustard, I don't think you've developed enough. I don't think you've grown up. I think you are still a child from time to time. Mustard is one of the elite flavors that we have. If we were just doing top flavors of all time, mustard is up there. Beef is number 1 flavor of all time. The flavor of beef, number 1. Number 2 flavor, fried chicken. That is an elite flavor. I don't care how you fry it up. You can fry chicken poorly, dank. It's still very, very good. Number 3 flavor, I'm on a salty kick. Do we go sweet here? Number 3 flavor is probably vanilla. Like just as a flavor, that's going to get me flamed right now in the comments. There's going to be someone right now in the comments. Vanilla is literally tastes like nothing. Oh, make podcast equipment more expensive. This guy orders vanilla ice cream. Number 4, for me, gotta be salami. Gotta have salami on this list. Top 5 flavors. What's the 5th best flavor? This is gonna sound crazy. Well, there's so many ways you can go. I was gonna say a vegetable. Not true though. Is beef a flavor? Yeah, it tastes like beef. Tastes like fried chicken. Yeah. Okay, it tastes like vanilla, yes. What was 4? Salami? That's not really a flavor. I'm going to take salami off the list because salami's not really a flavor. The flavor of cheese. Neck, the flavor of cheese is a great flavor. But there's so many different flavors. Jaylen Brown has 0 NBA MVP votes right now. It's crazy. Salt. Can salt just be a flavor? Anything salt is so good. I'd say 4, salt. So 1, beef. 2, fried chicken. 3, vanilla. 4 is salt. 5, it's probably cacao, right? Probably cocoa. Probably chocolate. 5. I think brown sugar is better than chocolate. Like if they somehow made brown sugar into the consistency of a chocolate bar, if they were somehow able to harness the power and flavor of brown sugar into a chocolate bar, that'd be the most elite chocolate bar of all time. MBots TV, what up, dog? Goat cheese? Goat cheese is a good flavor. Slightly dry. The way I like to do my goat cheese, I like to throw it all in a bowl. I like to whip it a little bit to add a little bit of air into it. Some salt, some cracked pepper, olive oil. And that kind of becomes my goat cheese spread. And I like to do like a nice fat marmalade on top, like a blueberry, blackberry, citrusy, minty marmalade on top of my goat cheese. Serve it over some sliced baguette. Very, very good. Love goat cheese. Great flavor. Cheese in general is an awesome flavor. If you have enough brown sugar to make it firm, you would die from liver failure because of sugar. That is true. It's a lot of sugar. I want to put coffee in my top 5 flavors. I'm going to. All right, top 5 flavors. Number 4, coffee. Sorry. Top 5 flavors. Here we go, official list. Drum roll, please. At number 5, coffee. Coffee is an elite flavor, okay? Top 5 flavors, we're going coffee at number 5. At number 4, had to do it to him. Salt. Salty is an elite flavor. You can't have sweet and salty without salty. You can't have salt and vinegar without salt. Salt makes everything better, but salt itself, the flavor of salt, is dank. Love it. Number 3, vanilla. I'm not a vanilla guy. You can tell. Look at me. Okay, look at the background of my show. Does that look like a vanilla guy to you? No. How do I watch the NBA games? ESPN, brother. Vanilla is a great flavor. Vanilla enhances all sweetness. In my opinion, in terms of like a base sweet associating flavor, I know a lot of you are going to go chocolate, but in my head, chocolate can go very, very bitter, very, very, very fast, which is good. But I still like that stuff. But in terms of just like a sweet flavor, vanilla. Cinnamon sugar, honorable mention. Cinnamon sugar is an elite flavor. Number 2, fried chicken. The flavor of the chicken is awesome, but frying it, the flavor of the fried part, also great. Like, put it together, we're talking now. Doesn't even need sauce. It needs just drip. And number 1 flavor in the world, drum roll please, for the number 1 flavor of all time. You guys know it. You love it. Beef. Ground beef, steak, short ribs, beef spare rib. Like, give me beef. Feed me beef. Feed me dope. Feed me beef. VB beef. Paprika. You're going to the stream games? That's so sick. Let's link up when you do. Oh, XD, that's cool. All right, I have to go to the bathroom. What do you guys want while I go to the bathroom? All right, YouTube people, if you are still in here, we're going to go. We're hopping off YouTube right now. And we're going full time on Twitch. So YouTube person, bye-bye. Thank you.